the
like
off
the
gonna
rest
be
of the
along
party.
fine.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Alrighty.
They fit in perfectly with the rest of this party.
Exactly.
Eventually.
Alright. Everyone's here. Let's go ahead and get started. I handed out a couple new handouts for some people. I think there's only 2 people who got them, so I think that's all that I had to hand out. Let's jump right into bonus round. If everyone would roll me a d20.
10, right in the middle.
God, for rats.
Hey, you can't take my 10. That's my 10. I rolled it first.
I'll roll you a D2 for a roll off.
Nope, I rolled a D100. Ah, 150.
Suck it.
I think we're starting from low.
That's why Raz rolled a 1.
Raz has to go first or else he cries, I think.
Vanguard rolled, so, Bernie had to.
No, he did not have to. Valis just had the wrong character selected. Damn it, naughty.
Well, I'm just establishing superiority over the bear.
Kruger leans over to Zakara, gestures to all like the familiar stuff. Look what they need to mimic a fraction of our power.
Alright, Raz, this time we're going low to high. Sorry. I don't know how you always rolled to go first, but
I think he wants to.
I think he does too. So, Raz, go ahead and roll me a 1d21.
Ooh, new questions.
Probably from our current downtime.
Has Bio said anything since he's been in here?
Not a word.
He typed it. Game recognizes game.
They got him.
You are my business now.
Damn dogs downstairs barking like crazy.
Chibi's definitely involved in whatever's going on and why he can't have his microphone on. Or camera.
I mean, Naughty doesn't even have his camera on, so.
Raz is one of my advisors now. And Raz, as counselor, how do I deal with your insubordination?
Well then rest. Well then rest. Crushed it.
Alright, Raz, 15. Just so you know, Raz, you're gonna need to speak for your answer here. Tell Chibi to leave you alone for a minute. 15. One of the new ones.
You put the new ones in the middle?
No, but I put this one in the middle because it's from before. But it's a new question.
It's a new old question.
Raz, you have 1 minute to tell me which Goblin crew member is missing.
That'd be Boblin.
That is correct, sir. Point for the party. Good job.
Go now to complete my chili.
Alright, Valis, roll me a 1d20.
Oh, he gets the easy one.
Alright, Valis, you will probably not know this, but it's your question anyways. Valis, you have 1 minute to tell me to name 2 of the party's remaining 3 Goblin crew members.
Acceptable and losses.
Hey, those are good.
Those are their nicknames?
That is not correct, sir.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not correct. Currently, that's not their names. Alright, Glizzik,
It is to me.
roll me a 1d19.
I would like to cast a pre-game wish and change their names.
No.
Speaking of pre-gaming, Mystic.
Oh, we can change other
yeah.
people's names?
We're going hard or soft today?
I always go hard.
Zug zug.
Alrighty then.
Put that white claw away, mister.
All right, Glizzik, you have 1 minute to tell me by what name did Zakara perform her heists?
That's one we haven't covered before. So, like I used to tell Nancia, this will only take about 10 seconds. I don't know.
I mean, if you keep watching the old episodes, I think you'll see it.
That
I
is
haven't seen it yet.
that is incorrect, Naughty. It is not. I don't know.
I don't know.
IDK, idea.
Mystery.
All right, Galgrim, Romeo 1D18.
Naughty.
What? Oh, you're showing it on the picture.
Yeah, he said get rid of that. You need to bust out the Mike's Hard Limit.
There you go.
I've got
So
good actual.
open
All
the
right.
white claw, pour it out on the floor, and fill it with Jameson.
Here we go.
All right, Galgrim, you have 1 minute to tell me who is the leader or who was the leader of the Hobgoblins.
Boblin. He switched teams. He's our guy now.
That is incorrect.
He was green. Points.
All right, Zakara, Romeo 1D17. You guys are not doing good. You're 1 for 4.
I don't think he was here for the fight.
I wasn't here for that.
It was just 4 of us.
I can't help that.
Ish, you got a question he wasn't here for either, so. I've actually technically barely met the crew.
All right,
There.
Zakara.
Technically, Mark's right.
All right, Zakara, this should be an easy one for you. You have 1 minute to name at least 3 of the Mighty Four.
Griff. Belthor, Leto, Melzif.
Somebody
That is
scroll.
correct. Sorry, I was doing 3 different things.
No, I just knew it was a chat. I'm like, scroll, 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 scroll.
And since you named all 4, you get a bonus point.
Woo.
Nice.
Yay.
That means I don't have to answer mine correctly now.
No, it does. Kruger, Romeo 1D16. You should get this one, Kruger, since it's happened because of you. Kruger, you have 1 minute to tell me or to name one of the elders of Jatham.
Gant.
That is correct, Elder Gant.
No, he said he can't.
Minus 50 TKP.
Alrighty. Party got 4 points here.
It'd be funny if we'd made a DKP system for the D&D game.
The important people contributed today.
If you answer your question correctly, you get 10 DKP. If you answered it correctly, you get -10.
Alright, I've showed up the bonuses. Today's an even session, and you guys have 19 points.
Nice bonus.
Extra hero point each. If we're doing any downtime stuff, probably need it. Lest someone detonate a rainbow inside of Metropolis again. Fable.
What?
Not my fault.
It wasn't my fault either. That was Mystic's fault.
I concur with the orc. It was the sorcerer's fault.
I just happened to be there
I distinctly remember the bard being there.
and talking my way.
You did
Our
talk me
way
out
up.
of that mess.
All I know is it was the sorcerer's fault. That's all I know.
One sorcerer. I was a warlock.
How's
What?
your leg?
What I remember
My leg's
is
fine.
it was very when we were doing that downtime, I was rolling very like poorly, but not like super bad. I just like wasn't making like the checks in general. And then we get to like the big check, and I roll fine, like I actually make the check. Then Mystic net ones.
I think it was the only
I did
one
that
that
one twice.
Yeah, I think I nat one twice, and I think it was the only roll that I failed. I think everything else that the whole time I passed.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was
I don't even
so
remember
funny.
exactly what happened. It was like I have got to explain how you didn't.
It was
fail,
boom,
and
is what
I
happened.
didn't Fail, and I think I just had Mystic like refer a freaking incantation while yours was active, and cause yours to detonate or some shit.
You're all just jealous of my silvered rapier.
Was that the same downtime where you almost got eaten by a frog?
I think so.
I'm sorry, the frog hemoth ate Sister Mary several times.
That poor tree.
We had a lot of damage done to it.
That's gonna be like the big bad in like some other campaign. That's like where the Gilthias tree or whatever from Curse of Strahd came from. That tree.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm voting hero point for everyone.
Let's say let's get back on target here.
Any interest in getting something else that we don't normally get, like random talismans or really high level?
You cannot get talismans.
Talisman
We're on a even
session's odd.
No, you're odd. This is an even session.
Every session's odd with us.
Like I said, let's get some of those mudwings. Right, mudwings, we can fly.
You can get the normal hero points, the extra hero points. You can get alchemical or random potions. You can get some level, alchemical food level 2 if you would like. Those are your choices.
There's some
Nah,
good
kinda-
stuff in there.
kind of like not easy to give. Wait until next session and drop in 10 points on the talismans.
Just for like the major level ones might actually be useful for us, because anything 6 to low really doesn't do that much for talisman. But I'd like thrice fried mudwings for everybody since we're on the boat a lot.
You guys
Fly.
should have 2 of them, unless you guys consumed some.
One,
That's because
Something
you
to
ate
do.
one.
it was delicious. And
I
not
actually don't need my mudwings anymore.
Yeah,
Holy cow, I looked at my inventory. I actually have a thing called airship in my inventory. Nice. I have an
One
entire
whole
bag.
airship.
your pocket.
Someone did some cosplay.
So just hero points?
I'm fine with just
I'd
hero
like
points unless somebody wants other things.
Mudwings.
I mean, I won't say no to mudwings, but I don't feel like we'll use it. I know it's every even sessions. We'll have, like,
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to get
I
them
mean,
now.
we don't
now
get
yet.
them until next session anyway.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to grab them just to.
Can't we have someone make those things? Aren't they magical? Where are magical crap?
No, it's called alchemical food for a reason.
Is it though?
Now, who would be responsible for alchemical stuff?
I don't know. Some
God.
slacker. Some slacker.
Wait, alchemical food clicks on thrice fried mudwings. Uncommon, abjuration,
It's not
consumable, magical.
It's mislabeled Zargan, leading everyone astray.
No, it's not.
There's a lot of alchemical consumables, but this ain't one of them. Damn it!
I mean, technically, cooking is alchemy.
It is.
Thanks, I hate it.
So is,
I
so
remember
is
when like
distilling.
Treasure Ball came out, there was like a bunch of alchemical food, and some people were like, "What does this even? Why does this even make sense?" I'm like, "Well, cooking is alchemy. First off, shut up. Second, let me give myself some fucking friendship waffles,
Cooperative waffles.
cooperative waffles."
Be right back.
If you've ever tried to make an emulsion before, you definitely know that cooking is alchemy.
All right, so what are you guys buying besides hero points? Anything? Or saving your points?
Go for alchemical food too. Folks want some extra mud wings after we've used some.
I like mudwings.
Where's all our brokers?
I like bread.
You already bought them all. Mystic keeps spending all his points in brokerage.
All the brokers are now skeletons around the city. Yeah. I also would like to vote for Mudwings and Hero Point.
All right.
Look at all these people who can't fly.
Peasants.
You can always fly downwards.
Have you ever seen a monk fly before?
Yep.
Without
I
wings?
seen a horse fly. I seen
All
a
right.
dragon fly.
Everyone can go ahead and all PCs can get 2 hero points on your list. Total of 2.
Plus you got.
I saw your message, Sargon, and yes, it is fantastic.
Not sure what message you're referring to, but okay.
Last one you sent me.
Yeah. What he
I-
said.
Oh, you mean like half a day ago or something?
Yep.
I'm old. I can't be expected to remember that far back with all my dementia.
What were you
Yeah, I
talking
couldn't do
about?
it either.
Exactly. All right. So go ahead and give all the PCs should have 2 hero points. You will have Mudwings next session. Next up is who would like to do the recap besides Kruga, because he did it last time.
For a hero point?
Yep.
Oh.
We can do a hero point for it. I did last time.
Anyone want to go in for the hero point? Guess not. I'll do it.
All right.
So, we began our battle with Balthamel last week. Most of the session was in this battle. In fact, I think 100% of the session was in it. Started with most of us outside of Kruga, who dashed very far into the chamber, having to stay behind and deal with the massive golems that were in our way. It turned out they weren't undead, as we found out. Apparently they share that quality, flesh golems. Ferris had showed up to try to bum rush us with a bunch of other nameless nobody spawns no one cares about. We did our best not to kill him, though might have clipped him a couple of times and found out just how squishy he actually is. And Kruga found out during that chucking Balthamel off of the ritual into the pit didn't quite work out, as he stopped himself either through a spell or an effect. Something prevented him from just easy moding the encounter, I suppose.
Yeah, fuck you, Sargon.
Balthamel was attempting to continue his ritual throughout the fight, which was a doozy of a handicap on him. And eventually, as we broke through the front line of the mobs in the front, Kruga was basically going toe-to-toe with him. You were fine for the most part. When he finally took a swing at you, it wasn't even that bad. We got up there, basically bum rushed the platform with a flying T-Rex, assorted Mudwing users, and dogpiled this guy, finishing it off with a bottled sunlight smashed directly into his head with a telekinetic projectile, which dusted this vampire on the spot. No mist form or having to track him down to his coffin needed. The demi-plane began to erupt and fall apart, and we had to beat a hasty retreat after looting him quickly. And we all got out relatively unscathed. I think I was getting ready for work when it happened, but Ferris didn't end up getting out, did he? Never showed up.
He never showed up. No.
Okay.
We never
don't
saw
know.
him get out.
He disappeared during the fight,
Yeah.
so we don't know if he got out or not.
So he's probably gone. Drifting in the astral sea somewhere. We got out and ran through the shop real quick, found out all the shit being sold there was fake, so, you know, fuck you, Zargan. And we went back to the keep, the castle of the Duke, reported our success, and we more or less kind of fast forwarded to the end there, where we will be given the aid necessary to begin our beginnings of a kingdom. But first things first, some issues had to be resolved in town before we could really get that settled. So that's more or Basilisk, where we ended at the start of a downtime.
That is correct. You can have a hero point, sir.
Fuck yeah.
Alrighty.
Paris is sailing away.
I do want to thank the 3 of you that put your downtime into like weekly chunks.
You're welcome.
He likes chunks.
And the other 3 of you guys, screw you guys.
How many
Thanks.
blocks did you get?
I don't know. Somebody gave me like enough downtime for like 4 downtimes, but whatever.
I told you I was not sure how long we were taking, so I just did some extra.
Some extra, yeah.
Fable.
It doesn't help that the entire first month is basically already spent on doing shit that isn't actually downtime related. I have to fucking like retrains and there.
Don't let your little snake die then.
I'll remember that next time you cast the fireball. Sorry,
No
Zargus, can't do that.
No step on Snick.
You know, if your snick was on you and you make your save, your snick makes the save.
I don't know if that tracks. Kruga owes me a new snake then.
Yeah, because he threw the fireball. Yep.
Just go out and get a snake.
Zap.
Eddie will do. I'll make do.
We didn't start the fireball. It was
Bring
always
back a basilisk.
It was always
I am
phallus.
trade in survival.
All right. So we are starting. I have healed everybody up for what you can heal at the moment, minus your drained conditions.
How much
Eh.
health does Galgrim have?
Not enough.
Well, when he's not
22.
drained, like 140 something?
Drained is 9 per drain effect.
It's like your level.
I forgot I was drained, or I would have put that in my downtime stuff.
Suck it up. People are getting close to my hit points.
Ha, I get it, because vampire.
Mm, mm, mm.
I was about to say, can you like have an encounter with a vampire without getting like at least 2 stacks of drain mystic?
No.
Ooh, I think in one more level I will have more than double Glizzik's hit points.
You don't have that now?
No, I'm literally 2 hit points off of having double his hit points.
Yeah, what is my max health when I'm not drained?
Well, if each drained is minus 9 hit points and you have 2 of them, that makes how many hit points?
Okay.
I have a question.
Is
Two.
it minus 9 or minus 10?
Yeah, does it retain the -9?
I don't know, so I just left it at 9.
Oh, so he's 140.
Because we're going into downtime, so it's probably not gonna matter.
Hey, Valis.
Well, I mean, I also had a spell slot save with restoration at the end of that fight, so I could have just popped as we were walking back out. As we got back to the keep or whatever.
Phallus,
That is true.
Phallus does not want to talk to you, Raz.
Alice doesn't want
I
to talk.
said yes.
I didn't hear nothing. 128 club.
Damn straight.
There's a club plus 128. Where? I will stop hitting things with my fist if I get that club.
Leading the middle of the pack, the 2 of us, on hit points.
Is that 140 with my con buff?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Don't forget it might go up next level too.
What?
It's fine.
You trying to have more health than me? That ain't gonna happen.
He's trying.
Well,
I'm only
stinky
10
druid.
behind you.
Stinky druid.
Same hit die.
Is there a toughness thing where I can, get +3 per level?
Yeah.
There is toughness. I think
There's
it's one.
toughness.
I think it's one
There
one per level.
1 per
One,
hit point.
one
but
per level. It's general.
Huh. Then catch me up to him at least.
It would
I don't know if it's worth 10 hit points.
until he takes it. But
Drug.
drugs
But I also have my
can do
bear.
it.
It's just an extra meat.
Says the drug lord.
Reincarnation can get you more hit points. Switch your race.
It could get you less too if you come back
I'll be
like
right
a
back.
goblin.
Just kill yourself and
I
reincarnate.
think the word you're looking for is perfect.
Godly, right?
Godlin, yes. Let's turn the B around.
I mean, aren't all goblins gods?
They certainly think they are.
I mean, Glizzik has never gone down. He has never remembers going down, do you, Glizzik?
Not once. Immortal.
Yep.
Invincible.
All right. So the next morning, we're going to start off with week 1 of downtime, and some people put in helping with the clearing undead. Some people didn't really say because they didn't put shit in the right orders. So for the first week of clearing undead, I have Galgrim, Kruga, Raz, and Zakara to help clear undead. Does Glizzik and or Valis wish to help? Are you guys doing whatever you have on your list?
I threw my stuff in there. You can
Yes.
move weeks around if we have to. If there's going to be no undead after this week, then yes, I want to help.
You don't know. So you can push back your stuff for a week, Glizzik, and help clear undead, or you can start on your stuff.
The soup kitchen idea is up at the same time as they're clearing undead, then I'm going to do that.
Soup kitchen.
Yeah, it was that. Try to feed the remaining townspeople that have nothing.
You just want to feed the peasants their own family members.
Remember the whole thing about like come on in for a fish stew and some words about the Reaper? I'm starting the cult. Remember?
No. You didn't have nothing like that pinned. Sure, it's not something you were talking with someone else about and never said nothing to me.
Yesterday at 1:58 p.m.
Well, yesterday at 1:58 p.m. would be too late.
After we had talked about it and we had made some changes in the top part, I said the pinned message got so long and I couldn't repaste it, so I just put this down here. It was the bottom part from when I turned it in on time. I wanted to put the word in about the horses, and then also the stuff about water and fish they have available, blah, blah. I can copy paste it again at the bottom if you want, or just pin it also. I just cut and pasted from the original downtime because of space.
Oh, I see it way at the bottom.
Yep.
Is that what you want to do for week 1? Otherwise, I have you doing retraining.
Yeah, I'll just push the retraining back. Same order on them, but just back a week because that's more important. Otherwise, people will just die.
So you want to do soup kitchen instead of retraining?
Correct. Retraining will happen later.
All right. Let me fix my notes. Alrighty. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead. Everyone who is helping undead, clear undead, which is Galgrim, Kruga, Raz, and Sakara, go ahead and roll me a perception.
Does this change for me at all since I specifically wanted to help not door to door, but for triage and medical services?
No, it does not change.
Okay.
It's my drained off.
This is the first week after we get done with
I,
Gotham.
the
I
first
would have
day.
been able- I would have been able to cast that as we got back, like, to the end of the fight, and I had the spell slot available.
Which would have removed one of them.
And I could have cast the next one. The next
Drain
one.
doesn't affect your skills, it affects your hit points.
Yeah, you still want to have it be.
Oh, I know. I understand, but there shouldn't be any fighting this evening. Shouldn't be. Any hero points wish to be spent on this?
Nope.
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 All
You
right.
should be grateful for the help.
All right, we're gonna jump to week 2 at the moment, because I'm gonna do it. It's a little different than last time we did. So week 2, I also have Galgrim, Kruga, and Zakara down for helping with undead. Is that correct? And does anyone else wish to help with undead on week 2?
How much progress does it seem like we made?
It's hard to say because what it is, you're being paired up with like a group of 10 or 20 guards and sent out. You guys are not going out together. You're being sent to different parts of the town. Definitely making progress though.
But like, kind of like word on the grapevine, what are the superiors saying, like that sort of stuff? Like, are we getting any indication of what's happening? Like, as far as
You are not.
increasing
No.
type?
Am I?
Oh.
Nope.
Why, come on, you know I'm a gossip.
I know you are, but you're not even helping clearing undead this week.
Yeah, but after the first week is what the question was about.
Yeah, you're definitely making progress. They assume another week or two to probably clear it, but they're not there. It's not sure.
They'll be fine.
That's
Yeah,
why I
well.
summon more just to be an asshole.
So is it only Galgrim, Kruga, and Zakara helping with undead, or someone else want to change their stuff?
Nope, I got more important things to do. And don't forget the last bit of my week 1.
I know. Don't worry. I'll get back to that.
Okay.
So Valis, you helping or not?
Eh.
Okay. Glizik,
Research.
you helping? Or are you doing your own thing?
I'm doing my retraining at this point.
Okay.
I gave them a week worth of food and effort, and then they can't. Yeah.
Yeah, if they're not on their feet by that point, then there's no amount of help we can give that'll help
Yep.
that.
All right. Go ahead, Kruga and Zakara. Roll me perception because Galgrim already rolled. All right. Let me hop back to week 1 and finish this up.
Didn't ask if I wanted to use hero points.
Why do you want to use hero points?
No.
Ass.
Assassination attempt.
I
on
figured you all rolled worse on the first week and you didn't spend them then. All right.
Maybe I care more this week.
The
You do
secret
not.
Week. Last week was preseason.
All right. On week 1, both Galgrim and Zakara, you succeeded. Both of you roll me a d4. The other two didn't succeed at all.
Why is the bear rolling?
Can you be sure that that's not Barney?
Because he's usually inside the bear.
This is a
No,
Trojan
no,
horse
no.
type
The
of bear.
bear's usually inside of him. That's how Pat.
All right. I need you both to roll me another d4.
That's not what I meant.
I know that's not what you meant,
Sit.
but that's what I meant.
Don't worry, Zakar. I'll pick up the slack. It's fine.
It's a bear ducking.
A bear ducking like a turducken.
This is getting awkward now that there's an eagle involved.
Bear Druid Hawk.
Bear hawking.
All right.
Nail that bird with a fireball.
The concerning part is when the bird doesn't die. Then
Oh,
you
just
know
like
you've
the
got a,
fireball.
then you know you've got a little spy. Like Honor Among Thieves. There's a wild shape among us.
All right, Galgrim and Zakara, if you look in your inventory, you now have an unknown item in your inventory that you found while you were helping.
Oh.
And all 4 of you, Galgrim, Kruga, Raz, and Zakara, can add 50 gold to your money.
Woo!
It's not about the money. It's about the civic duty.
But the money definitely helps.
No,
no,
it's
no.
about the money. Kruger already made it clear he doesn't give a shit about civic duty in this town.
But it's not about the money.
Oh, that's right. I no longer have
Make
a
a better
penalty
town.
for skills
Like Jack
Why?
and Hooker.
because Raz finally went to the gym for a little bit of time. Exactly 2 days.
All right, week 2, helping to clear undead. All 3 of you, Galgrim, Kruger, and Jakar, have rolled good enough. So I need you, all 3 of you, to roll a d4.
You guys suck.
Alrighty.
Gonna say,
I'll
can I
s-
hero point this one?
No. You can each Galgrim, Kruger, and Jakar can add another 50 gold to your money. And let's see. Galgrim got that. All right, Galgrim, roll me.
Wait. Zakar and Galgrim rolled the same thing.
So what?
Okay.
Galgrim, roll me 3d20 and 3d8. Nice.
Dibs on the corpses.
Oh, what the fuck? Can I hero point those since they're
Nope.
20s?
Nope.
13 20s?
Nope. They're not a
No
skill
rolls are
check.
Good, right?
And 3d8.
On the
See,
plus side,
you
this is
have
the
to-
amount of levels of drains you're getting.
All right, Galgrim. In week 2, you find a total of 6 silver pieces and 13 gold pieces. You could add to your sheet.
Damn, you're just looting civilization. That's part of being civilization. You're not a druid anymore.
I don't know about that one.
You've been in the city for too long. You lose your class.
Kruger.
Raccoons take shiny things.
Kruger, roll me a 1d5.
I was gonna say, looting a civilization means I'm like anti-civilization. That's like, perfectly acceptable.
No, but you're interacting with the civilization by looting it.
I'm helping destroy it. Thus,
Don't worry, Mystic. I'll turn into a spider in our Baldur's Gate game and continually jump on him.
thank you.
There's some things I wish I never did see, and those things bug Fable more than they bug me.
That's
You
okay.
wanna
I will
fuck the
continue
bear
my
yet?
blind playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3.
Just close my eyes and just wander.
All right, Kruger, during your week 2, you find a lesser acid flask. It's in your inventory.
And drink it.
I don't think so.
Got a little.
Hey, Liza.
It's lemony zesty.
And Zakara. You may roll me a d5 as well. And you can roll me 2d4 now, Zakara. 6.
You find 1 copper and 6 pebbles.
You found a pet rock.
On closer examination, the pebbles are iron stones.
Zakara, during your second week of helping, you find a small pack of matches, basically, and find some tinder twigs. They've been added to your inventory.
Now you can commit arson.
Good old Tinder twigs. You always give them to someone, they're like, "Oh, this sounds cool." You just nope, it's a match.
It,
It's a fucking match.
it is. All right, that is what you guys find on week 2. Make sure you add the 50 gold in that you earned for week 2 as well. So for those of you who did week 1 and 2, that's 100 gold total. And let's hop back to week 1. Galgrim, go ahead and roll me a perception. You can roll perceptionist 2 as well, Zakara. Any hero points?
That one? I want to hero point that one.
All right. Mark it off and re-roll it.
Incoming 3.
Oh.
You got better.
Yeah.
You want to hero point it again?
You can't.
No. When you can't do, no.
Hero point is considered a fortune effect. You can only do 1. All right. Also, during the first week, while you guys are out helping clear undead, between the 2 of you, you find both cats.
Yeah.
Nice.
They are skeletal.
No, there's zombies, but no.
They're zombies.
No, they are cats. They are survived. They have survived. The chapter house is gone, burnt down. Nothing survived it. Those
Take out the insurance.
Those of you who had stuff on your inventory that was listed as being in the chapter house, I have removed it.
Boo. My alchemist lab.
It's gone.
Just
That's
be
right, you have
stronger
better
and
one at a
carry
time.
all your worldly
What-
possessions on you at
wait,
all times.
Wait, what about our buyers? Have we found that? Did anybody find them?
You mean the brokers?
Yeah.
Wow.
They were brokered.
Did anybody trying to find them?
Kruger, roll me a perception.
I'm a hero point that.
Okay.
Bring on the 1, baby. Yeah.
Worse.
Hero points. Hero points never change.
Good job, Zakara. Way to do better there. All right. You don't find anything else on your week 1 there, Kruger.
I can't believe it.
Well, when you roll a 1 and then critically fail, I mean that's pretty impressive.
He can't even find himself.
Yeah, you had one thing that was worse, and you found it.
Yeah, that means it was a really good perception.
Alrighty. No. All right, Raz, roll me a perception.
Thought it was gonna be on the 1.
Are you happy with the 32, sir?
That's as good as that's gonna get. 5% chance to be better. I'll take these odds.
All right, Raz. During your first week of working at the tent hospital, you do find some information about Winston Darkbrew. In actuality, you find him. He is laying in one of the hospital beds, heavily wounded, near death, and in a coma.
The car is just cracking up over there. She's like, yes, I enjoy the pain and suffering of others.
Well, what do you expect from her?
What's it look like? Put him in here. Do you have a run-in with a zombie, or
He has all kinds of wounds on him. Unless you're gonna like unbandage him, you cannot tell what caused them.
I mean,
Looks like
at some
one
point-
rapier stab and a lot of black fur.
At some point, he will need to be unbandaged to change those bandages.
So you want to make yourself available when that happens?
If it's during the first week,
Oh yeah. I mean, bandages
Yeah.
should be changed a lot of times
Yeah.
every day.
I'm indiscriminate. I help everybody. I'm a
Is
nice
that-
guy.
Is that something I would be able to assist with
You are not there.
after we get him back to civilization and?
You're
This-
in civilization, you lose your class.
We didn't find him out and about.
No, he was in the hospital the whole time.
No, okay.
Raz didn't go out to fight undead. Come on.
Yeah. What do you think I am? Some common fucking plebeian foot soldier?
So Raz, when you switch the band-aids, can you rub some salt into those wounds? Maybe a little lemon juice before you.
No,
put
he
the
has-
bandages back on?
Background.
He has poison. he has poison. Go ahead and roll me your medicine check, or for you, Raz, your crafting. You also notice, Raz, the tent city is pretty much being run by Initiate Sharon, the woman from the House of Healing. There are other people there, but she seems to be kind of running the show.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to.
You want to hero point that?
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, everyone write down her name.
Yeah, I
That
didn't
question
know
is
that.
still out there.
I've had her name for a long time since, since the goblin went back and said, "What's your name?"
You dumbasses can't ever get it.
Come up.
Is that what that? Sherry babe.
That is
Yeah.
the only notes that I have now is Initiate Sharon, and that is going to be my answer from here on out to every question.
I'm going to
Yeah.
start docking you
Put
points.
House of Healing after it. Comma, House of Healing. You're gonna forget your context later.
Yeah,
Nope,
but
it's my only note.
if he answers every question with that, he'll eventually maybe get one right.
Exactly.
What's concerning is he continues to answer that with every future question.
Well, he does.
Well, or what would be even better is somebody else gets it like right before me, and then I still answer with that every week. So it's out of the pool.
I would fully expect you to. So, Raz, you're there with someone's assisting you. You know, like just some random volunteer. You take the bandages off, and that it looks like he was, some slight, some like slight slashing wounds, and he has some sort of infection currently that seems to be getting worse as you monitor him over that first week.
Damn, you're just monitoring. You're not even fixing his infection. Worst healer ever.
Well, that depends on if he wants to fix it.
We need to let this progress for science.
The jury is out on that question.
Oh, you want an answer right now?
Well, during this week, yes. Actually, since you did get a critical on that, you're pretty sure he has some sort of like zombie rot. Kind of what Zakara had on the island.
Okay. Over the course of the week while I'm there, as he is progressively getting worse and not responding to treatments I know he's not going to respond to, but would
Yep.
be pretty baseline because we've done these on Zakara before. Eventually, and I'm fine if I even need to make a check at some point, when it looks like he's going to succumb to it, I'll put in to basically have him killed on the spot before he turns. Because I know nothing that we do is really going to work. I mean, well, it's only a half-truth. Nothing that anybody here would try to do would work.
So are you gonna like officially say he's something, or are you just gonna try to off him, when no one's around?
I'll make it known that he's got a condition here. It doesn't look like it's responding to anything we've got here. And as a day or two or three go by and he's progressively getting worse, because I remember with Zakara, it was pretty aggressive. When it looks like he's about to turn, we've probably identified that we just can't do anything about it. And we know it'll basically turn him into just another zombie. So better to put him out of his misery sort of situation. When it gets to that point where it looks like he's, the Walking Dead got bit thing. Sweating bullets. Can't stop shivering. Basically already dead.
So now you're willing to kill someone, but in a Traveler game? No, that's horrible.
What do I look like? A kilo to you?
No,
Not a kilo?
no, you're not paper money.
You're not
Thought
the
it was
force
coin
of
money.
gravity and the time of a planet, and
All right. So a couple days go by, about midweek. You're like expecting him to like change any time, and you kind of, talk to a few people, have a guard come over, and they kill him.
Excellent.
Then they take his body away and burn it.
Well, I could have given you an acid flask.
Nasty stuff, that zombie boogaloo disease.
I'll put it in grain eventually. I mean,
I see what you're doing there, sir.
I have PTSD from running that so many times and never getting a fucking mount.
you never got the fucking mount seriously?
I got like 4.
I ran that more than anybody that I know, and it never dropped for me.
Second try.
Yeah, I know people who got it on their first try. Like I was literally,
On the first try.
like running. They're like, "Oh, it's like, well, babe, what are you doing?" It's like, "Oh, I'm gonna run to like Strat and like farm the mount some more." And then this guy just starts laughing. I'm like, "What?" And as I'm like walking to like zone into Strat, he mounts up that fucker in front of me and then just runs off.
Hold on, I gotta walk in a while real quick.
Congratulations,
Gotta
you got
send Fable a certain picture of a certain mount.
congratulations, you got lucky. Let's see you pull them numbers though.
All right. Also, Raz, in week 1, your other thing you had listed. No one in town. Well, I shouldn't say it that way. Roll me a society.
No non-goblins in town.
Exactly.
That's better. Balance in all things. I'll keep it.
All right. You talk with like guards and stuff, as you're bringing in people and taking away corpses. The only places that seem to may have had additional maps, like what you're looking for, those places are destroyed in town.
Fucking city sucks.
Well, you figure about half the city was destroyed.
And so there's no maps in the other half. They were all of the half. that got burned down.
Imagine fucking getting overrun by zombies. What is this?
Yeah, I
The
know.
map storage building. No. Burned
No, we burn it.
We leave for 1 week and everything goes to shit.
it. Huh. The weird thing is I found these tinder twigs right outside the door for the map building.
Our Thunder Twig matchbox is missing a few. Alright. I'll continue to suppress my disbelief that maps don't exist in this world.
You already have one.
Yeah, and I had to wait 8 levels to get it.
All these
Oh,
pieces of
you
paper
did
look like they
not.
could have been maps, but it looks like acid has burned through them. Kruger, why do you have a half-used acid vial?
Be careful with that flask, Kruger. You don't know what it does.
Valis. One of your things. Go ahead and roll me a society for it.
One of your clones has gone rogue.
No, he doesn't have clones yet.
Yeah.
One of your flesh golems has gone rogue.
Are you happy with 37, Valis?
Yes.
All right. You learn. You were trying to figure out how to get like higher rank in the academy. I'm sorry, in the assembly, so you get access to more stuff. There's basically 2 ways. One is to perform a deed for them, like they will give you a quest something, and you would have to go and retrieve something for them, bring them of some value, or a large donation. Money, items, stuff like that would also, typical politics would get you a higher rank. Now, you're pretty suave into society with your noble upbringing and shit. You think once the Duke announces what's going on, like with you guys, that might be sufficient to qualify for that, but you don't know when that'll happen.
Okay.
So you can wait, or you can try to do something about it now. If you think you have enough cash, something to give them a suitable donation. But I will say, if whatever you give them is not enough, they're not going to give it back.
I'll wait.
Okay.
I'm cheap and I'm in for the long game.
Yep. And the other thing you talked about, I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to handle that stuff yet. I have some ideas, but with 1 day between getting downtimes and tonight, I didn't have a whole lot of time to look at that. But I am looking in it, and I'll have more information for you probably in the coming week.
Alright.
Because the book really gives no information about that. And to Zakara. One thing on your list about the Ankh, you don't currently have the Ankh.
I would like to talk to Glizik about that.
I bet you would.
Go ahead and talk.
Fine
Talk to me
event
about
is-
my Ankh.
Hey, Glizik.
Eh.
Do you still have the Ankh on you?
On me? Like right now in the middle of the city? Probably not. Stashed safely aboard the ship? Probably.
Probably.
I'm checking.
As he touches his pouch.
I make a bunch of hand movements over myself and put a skill out there. And I'm going to roll in the tower. You understand that?
I understand that.
Okay.
You gotta finish what you're saying, or
No, just as far as I was patting myself down looking for it, and I don't seem to have it here. It must be in the airship.
Well, could you?
What do you need it for?
We need to turn it in. Remember?
Oh, I thought that guy was gone.
The Thieves Guild?
Well, no. Letho. Slime.
Oh, I don't know if he's in the city or not, but I've never met him before. I wasn't going to hand it directly to him.
I thought you were like high up in the Thieves Guild.
No, I'm pretty low.
Oh. Reassessing my my view of Zakara.
Why does Kruger read all that poetry to you?
Perhaps when we go back to the ship, I'm assuming we're sleeping there. That I can give it to you then. Because I would never carry it with me openly in the city. That'd be stupid. Ha ha ha. He looks around nervously.
You have it on you, don't you?
I don't know. Would you like to make a check?
Valis would not be there. This is a conversation between Kitty and Goblin, and probably a couple hundred people here for their fish stew.
I just imagine.
Oh, is that
Zakara
what this-
coming? Yeah. I imagine Zakara came in to talk to Glizik and he just hands her a bowl of soup while they're talking like any other person.
And it's in the bowl of soup.
He hands her a bowl of soup, starts feeling, goes, "Oh, Zakara! Oh, I thought you were just one of the homeless."
I thought you were a hobo.
Exactly.
And then you look down and the Ankh's in your soup just by happenstance.
We were questioning us on Scout from getting his soup.
Galgrim wants nothing to do with goblin soup.
And it's made from fish. You love fish.
Tastes like dwarf.
Tastes like bear.
Galgrim specifically took a feat to be able to forage and feed himself.
Zakara. Do
Uh,
you want to roll something to see if you can tell if Glizik is telling the truth?
No, I'm good. Okay. How long is your soup kitchen open for?
Oh, just the first week.
No, today.
I don't know. I look around. There's just a line of people backed up. Like, oh, this may actually be work. I'm gonna do like what they do for Halloween candy, and put up a little sign that says "Please just take one," and like by the stack of bowls with the soup. And I can take a break for a little while. You guys can run this for yourselves. You'll be fine. And I'll come back later and attend to it some more. But why? What's going on?
While we're on this subject, Lizik, roll me a cooking.
Yeah.
See if you poison all the homeless.
Oh, please
Uh,
watch it.
I'm going. It's crafting with my season bonus.
Yep.
Okay.
I put
and I
certain
would like-
virus in it.
Before I roll this, I'd like to have Maeve assist because she does have skilled for down.
Okay, but I'm on. Well, go ahead and have her roll. She needs a 20 or higher to help you.
Right. And she's gonna have crafting. And it's not her int, it's my int. So it's it should be my level plus my ability modifier is what she gets to roll. So that should be 15. When I turn her into trained and then make it +3. That should do. Cool. That's enough.
That's enough. She'll give you a +2. But due to the lack of good ingredients, I'm going to put them at -2 on you so they kind of wash.
Understood. Goblin cooking.
Well, no,
I've
just
got
that-
some fish.
You got some fish and a few, half-rotten vegetables, and there's not a whole lot of choice here to make stuff with at the moment.
I do have some dead wyvern eggs.
Shouldn't you get a bonus for cooking with that? Because, the
No.
things you're cooking with?
That's why.
No, he actually has decent ingredients. I mean, you've never had a meal of his that you didn't like.
I don't know if I've had a meal of his.
You have.
Like I said, that you didn't like.
I'm happy with the 38.
He's a good cook.
All right.
Make sure know
You
his
do
freaking
not
stuff.
poison any of them. They are. Well, let me ask you this, Glizik. Is it a warm stew or a cold stew? Since it is fish.
No, it's a warm stew. Yeah. no,
Okay,
it's heated.
because you
It's-
could do it
it's
either
fine.
way.
Yeah.
If you were like, just one of those Asian recipes where it's all cold.
Gazpacho.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Fish.
thinking.
Personally, I think cold stuff like that is nasty, but that's just me. My
Some
wife
people
freaking
like,
loves it. My wife likes it.
Yeah. Like Norse food or wherever they have cold fish as a thing. It's like,
Yeah. All right. People enjoy your food, and it's actually fairly nourishing. I mean, 38's a damn good roll.
Anyways, I take off the apron and the chef hat, step down from my little chair I had to stand on to hand
Crate.
stuff out.
Like a milk crate.
And I'll why do we have milk crates? We don't have milk. Fish. It's fish crates. I'll walk with Zakara for a little bit till we're in a little bit more of a private area.
Okay.
Do you want us to roll stealth or anything?
No.
Maybe like pass it off to her with a little thievery roll.
Oh, if you want to try.
Well, I don't want to be like obvious about it in the middle of the city. One last time, I'm gonna like hold it in my pack with my hand on it and try and talk
Yep.
to it again, and tell it that we pretty much rid the city of the undead.
Nothing.
Any comments, buddy?
Nothing.
All right, fine. Fuck you. I'm gonna hand it over to her for the thievery check to be subtle.
As Glizzy tries to sneak it into you, Zakara, he pretty much drops it, grabs it by his chain as it dangles around a little bit, and then he shoves it in your hand, and then he acts like you dropped it.
Can I notice him juggling it? Can I try to snatch it away and hide it better with my experienced smuggler?
Nope.
No.
I mean, once it's in your hands, you could palm it and put it away. That's fine. But Glizzy, pretty much all but drops it and then gives it to you, then steps back and looks at you like, "What the hell are you doing? Why'd you drop it?" You know what I mean? As Glizzy is wont to do about things like that. It's never his fault. It's always someone else's.
I'm sorry. Did you want that, or are you just throwing things on the ground now?
Thought you didn't have it.
I'm not gonna tell that for both customers. I mean, non-paying customers. You know what I mean?
Freeloaders.
NPCs, non-paying customers.
Nice.
I'll just give myself another hero point.
No.
I mean, it's supposed to be clandestine, right?
Yes.
So we getting finally credit for turning it in then after all these what, weeks, months?
Hopefully they're forgiving.
Forgiving. You still did the job. They didn't say when, did they?
No.
Well,
It wasn't
it's
spelled
proof
out
of issue, I'd
exactly.
bring it up. Yeah, I mean, like they said, go get this. We got this. You know, we're just waiting to safely hand it off. The city was occupied, and this is the earliest opportunity you had to present it to them. I would just phrase it in that way. It wasn't our fault we got teleported away by the thing. We didn't know it could do that. Otherwise, we would have been here, you know, when everything happened. And they might not have it at all.
With
Oh.
all the undead around, did it ever talk to you again?
Just the first time. And I even just tried now. There's still some, you know, wandering through the city. And as he says that, there's like a half a skeletal zombie rat goes by on the alley that we're standing in. I just scoop that for the pot if you don't mind.
Oh god.
It's only been dead a couple weeks. Still fresh.
It's just swimming around the pot.
It's doing backstrokes.
Well, you don't think Lizzie's gonna sit there and stir it all day, do you?
Maeve's got a spoon in her mouth.
That's why I don't eat Glizzy's food.
To be fair, she did take Master's form as a thing, so she looks like a goblin, but she still has the spoon in her mouth because she's not used to having hands.
Not for a long time.
Mm-hmm. So we good?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you need me to go with you to turn it in? Just as backup, you know? Be your ring goblin?
It's okay. I don't want to take you away from your non-paying customers.
As you look, they're all just rushing for the pot instead of doing one at a time, nice and orderly like they were before. If I have to come back over there, I'm cracking skulls.
If I have to fireball you one more time.
One more time.
How the fuck did they survive the first one?
They didn't. Who do you think that's stew?
Yep. It is a warm stew. A warm stew.
It's not all fish.
It's officially stew.
Yeah.
Fish and long pork.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
people taste like chicken.
It's just nutrient based. Don't ask questions.
They don't get a mood penalty for cannibalism.
Alright.
Turn it into paste.
All right, Lizzie, go ahead and mark that off your sheet.
One fake onk removed. Edit list. Deletion.
All right, Zakara, you gonna take that to Mother's?
Yes.
All right.
Ivy gonna take me with you.
I don't believe she's taking anyone with her other than herself.
You got better things to do, Kruga. I don't know what they are, but I'm sure they're better.
I'm sure the underground fighting ring's thriving, right?
We'll need their entertainment.
That's rule one.
Surviving only gets you so far. You're gonna need some entertainment.
It's mostly just zombies now.
Zombie fight club.
A ring of zombies around 2 participants fighting. This is starting to sound familiar.
There's their brain hanging from a rope above them that they're trying to get up a ladder to.
Don't mind me. I'm just writing something down.
And the zombies are chained to the wall, so they can only reach so far in.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Trained.
And I
There's
mean,
no fun in
it's
that.
all for show. The zombies have been de-teethed, but you know, it's all just for good fun.
Okay,
Someone gets
Walking
hurt
Dead.
now and
Okay,
then,
Walking
but
Dead.
Yeah. I just finished the comic series on that one. Better than the show by miles.
Wow, that doesn't surprise me. The show lasted about 4 seasons too long.
Well, they absolutely character murdered Andrea. Just like,
Man.
I want to see this bitch die in the show, but he's a main character like throughout pretty much the entire series in the book,
Yep.
and you actually like her.
Alrighty. So, Zakara, you go to Mother's. Go ahead and roll me a... Let's see, what would be a good skill? Society will work. I was thinking that, but it's based on intelligence, so... You good with the 21?
What is this for?
See how long it takes you to get there. To find a way, find your path, basically.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine with that.
Alright. Takes you about half hour, 45 minutes, because a lot of the places you start going, either they're blocked from rubble, or it's not really where you think you are in town, just because of all the damage done to the town. You eventually make your way to Two Mothers, and I believe Rovo is there. I think that's her name.
Yes. Zakara will smile and make her way over to Rovo.
I mean, she's not the only one there, but she's probably the most ranking one at the moment.
And she's also the one who gave me the task.
Correct. You come in, she looks at you, goes, you're still alive. We thought maybe you died with the undead thing, or you grabbed the goods and ran.
No, I'm not the type to steal from the Thieves Guild.
Just up and leave?
Yeah, that.
Well, you've done that before, too.
I came back. I always come back.
True. The cat came back.
She was
Very
a
next
daughter.
Meow.
So, did you bring it, or are you here for other business? And I do hope you brought it.
Of course I brought it.
What year?
She kind of holds out her hand.
Are there a lot of people around here?
There are a couple thugs.
Okay, I will just stealthily hand it off to her.
Go ahead and make that stealth roll. See if you can do better than Glissic.
One.
Aw.
All right, you kind of palm it and hand it over to her. She kind of just holds it right out in the open. Doesn't really care. You kind of look around. No one's paying any attention to you guys. They're playing cards or doing something else. She kind of looks it over. She reaches like into a pouch, pulls out like a little what's the freaking term? Little eyepiece. A monocle.
Yours.
Yeah, kind of puts it on and kind of looks over it. Whoa! Interesting.
That's a lot of penises.
And they're carved so delicately too.
That's good scripture.
Someone has some good penis craft.
And since it's in gold, this must be the big prize, right? You found the golden penis. Good job.
Oh, that's where George put that.
dun, dun, shh. Gavel.
She kind of looks at, tucks it into her pouch, and then puts her little monocle away. I will let the guild know, despite being late, you did succeed.
In my defense, it was late beyond my control.
And why is that?
The Ankh has powers that somehow teleported me very far away from the city.
It teleported you.
Yes, days away.
Days away. Because you've been gone like 2 weeks.
Many days.
I see. I will let them know that as well.
Do you know what this thing does? I can't figure it out. It only worked that one time.
I don't know what it does, and I don't care. We were told to get it. You owed us a favor. It was deemed you were skilled enough to get it and bring it back. That may be coming to question now, but you eventually succeeded.
Well, I mean, I brought it back, and even if I had brought it back sooner, there was that whole zombie invasion.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know this for a fact, but some learned people are wondering if something went missing in town that enabled this horde to attack.
That horde attacked us while we were in the process of sealing it.
I don't know. I don't know the facts. Just some of the rumors going around that maybe something was taken or stolen, removed from the city, and then that was supposed to be protecting the city, and then the horde appeared.
Weren't we given a very specific day in which we had to steal that?
Yeah, the night of the party.
Okay.
Because we got tickets, and that was the only day it was displayed. Otherwise,
Correct.
it was kept in storage.
Yep. Well, kept in a big ass secure vault. Yes.
Yeah, that.
Just reminding the party, don't mind me.
But it's here in one piece, so we're square.
Far as I know, we are. I will turn this in, and we will go from there.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
And I will also, while I'm there, just browse and do some shopping in their store. However, I don't know how it works there.
There's like a store.
You have to steal it.
No. Roll me a 20-sider to see if they had that thing that you were looking for.
That is one of the 20 sides.
Are you happy with a 2?
No, but even if I found it, I don't have enough money for it, so it's fine.
What do you mean? You have 1,800 gold in vouchers. At least someone does.
Does the Thieves Guild take vouchers?
Everyone in town will take vouchers.
I'd like to pay for this with my coupons, please. Have coupons, a gift
Speaking
card,
of which,
store credit. Also split this among my 3 credit cards.
while you're there, Rovo does tell you that should you be willing to sell those vouchers, the guild will be willing to pay a cash price for them.
Oh,
They're willing to pay 75 gold each, cash.
but they're worth. Yeah, I think they're worth 100 each, just on their own.
While that is true for businesses and that deal with them, not everyone accepts them. Just so you know, just like food stamps, man, we'll buy them off you, but we're not paying face value.
Keep it in mind. Does that mean they're not accepted here?
Oh no, we would accept them.
For 75 gold each.
For full price?
Yes, but we don't give change.
I have to admit, I've never actually received these before. Do other places typically give change?
Some places do, a lot of places do not. A lot of places cannot afford to give change. So if you go buy like 20 gold worth of goods from someone who's a small shop, they probably do not have 80 gold in change to give you. Thus, they're not useful everywhere as much as you would think they are.
Then I will keep your offer in mind.
Of course.
We go to the money changing house. Now we already have an offer for 75. Can you do any better? Just go our way around.
Yep, hold on a minute, and he calls the cops. So did you want to spend a hero point on that 2 you rolled, or not?
Yeah, I'll try it.
Go ahead and mark off your hero point and go ahead and roll.
Perfect.
Boo, it should have been 19.
Wow.
Womp womp womp.
No, they do not have that in stock.
I shouldn't even be disappointed. This is just how hero points work.
Mostly for you. Anything else you would like to do in at Mother's?
Quick, give a recap of last session. Get another hero point.
Nope. She had a chance, but she let Raz do it.
Wait, what?
Although you can't use 2 hero points, so.
No, I'll just look around in their shop for a bit and leave.
Okay.
And I don't know if you do. I have access to it somewhere.
Yes.
I'll find it.
It's on your notes. If you go to notes, there's one with your name on it. It's right there. It's on under the guild. If you go down to the bottom, there's the one for the shop.
Yep, found it.
There's not a ton of stuff on there, but they don't keep a ton of stuff in stock that's the same every week. It's kind of, comes and goes. And then, Sakara, you have a bunch of stuff for the first week. Let's see. That's done. That's
A bunch
done.
of little stuff.
Yep. Oh, I know. All right. You want to take care of the wyvern stuff.
With anyone else who wants to go.
No one else has even listed it in their downtime that I remember seeing. So
I would still. I assume we still see each other. Well, are we spending nights
In the
airship?
evening.
How is?
either on the airship or at the room and stuff that the Duke provided you.
So I would just say one day that I was planning to go the next day if anyone wanted
Okay.
to come.
Does anyone wish to go?
long as it doesn't take time away from our activities for the week.
No,
whatever,
it does not.
I'll go.
What are we?
From
What
the
are we maybe
wyvern
doing?
fight. We're turning the stuff in from the wyvern fight.
Oh yeah, I'll go. So I'm the one that found the ad.
You are.
Well, and are raising the eggs successfully for us, right? For mounts. You've been sitting on those, right? Keeping them warm. Beard boy.
Hey, sorry, can I make an amendment to my downtime?
Your
It's
silence is
a little
speaking
late.
volumes. Are these eggs going into my fish stew, or do you think maybe they might still get some money for them?
Hey, Naughty, you should have reminded me of that 3 days ago.
No. We reminded you when we took the eggs. Don't let what happened to the lizard ones happen to these ones. 'Cause we had 2 lizard eggs from the ogre caves that went bad because they didn't get sat on.
I forgot we had those eggs.
You gotta
So did
put
everyone
these in
else.
your bear. We talked about the mounts as a possibility. That'd be a cool idea, but
You did.
when I brought up the
I just
idea
picked
of
up
that,
Beastmaster. I might have been able to talk Zargan into letting me hatch one of those as my fucking pet.
could have. So
As we
noted for the
remembered those
future.
were an egg.
Anyone have any black onyx? And do you know where the bodies are?
Yeah, they're still in the eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My man.
I mean, we just got them a few.
Like
Days
five
ago?
like 5 days ago. But
So
without
they're not putrefied, but they probably are dead.
they are dead. They're starting to rot. Nobody tended them at all. Everyone forgot about them. Yeah, as my example is, have you ever raised chicks? I mean, those fucking things can just die in their egg while they're in the incubators. It doesn't take much.
That's why they lay lots.
Exactly.
The bloodlines are weak.
But on to the wyvern stuff. So you guys gather the wyvern items out of party inventory. You have 9 doses of the poison, 9 vials of poison, and 7 stingers.
And the eggs, in case they want them.
You could try.
They may have some use for it. I don't know.
And you head off to the Bellwether Lodge. It is still standing, kind of, where it was originally. It is heavily damaged, but it is partially, it's still kind of open for some business while they're waiting for materials and workers to fix it. You guys go in there with a copy of the bounty sheet that Galgrim has. And they are willing to buy 5 of the stingers and 10 of the poisons if you want to sell them.
Have the prices marked on there?
Yep. So you can make 1,450 gold if you sell the max, all the poison and 5 of the stingers.
Well, no one said it. Well, I guess Raz is AFK. Is Raz still AFK?
No, I'm here.
Oh.
I've been here.
If he didn't object to wanting one of the poison things or whatever, then I don't see why not.
Nah, I already reverse engineered that shit. What the first dose that we had even before that quest. I can make this stuff for free every day.
So sell.
Sell it all.
Sell it all.
All right. So 9 doses of the poison. And 5 of the stingers.
They don't want them here. Maybe at the Magic Academy, we could get some money for the eggs or the remaining stingers. We don't need them for anything else.
He hands you over a sack full of gold and platinum and takes the items. And thanks you for your business.
I'm assuming you're putting that in the party sheet.
It already is.
Woo!
Center coins.
And Zakara, you wanted to look for 2 formulas?
Yes.
Go ahead and... are those common ones?
One is common. I think one is uncommon. Yeah. The snap leaves are common.
Alrighty. Common. Uncommon. Common. Alright. You're not a member of the assembly, are you?
I am not. Do you have to be a member to even ask?
Oh no, you can ask. Anyone can ask.
You must be this magical to enter.
So you asked about the snap leaves and the knapsack, right?
Yes.
Alright, roll me a 20-sider.
That dice went on a journey.
Are you happy with an 8?
Which one is it for?
The one you have to roll for? For the knapsack?
Yeah.
Okay. The gentleman at the desk says they do have the formula for snap leaves. And they do have the formula for the knapsack. Wants to know if you are interested in purchasing them.
Yes. So how much for them?
Well, the snap leaf will be 6 gold. And the knapsack be 70 gold.
Sorry, Pichu was talking to me. I was trying to say that I wanted to help her because I am a member. If it makes a difference on price.
Oh, did you go with her?
Yes, because the knapsack we had talked about doing together.
It makes a big difference on the price.
I was gonna say, do I know that they're way overcharging me?
They're not necessarily overcharging you. You're just not a member, so they're charging you non-member prices.
They're charging you over what they would charge other people.
The snap leaves would be 3 gold for Glizzic, and the knapsack would be 35 gold for Glizzic.
43.
38 total.
38 total.
Yeah, and then we're getting 43 at, but yes.
I don't know, got my math. All right, I will hand the money over for that.
Okay.
Next wink, it's a car. Lizzie winks.
Thank you. you know how much they were trying to charge me for this?
I don't.
What do I look like? Some kind of non-member?
I'm still new to buying stuff from them. I've only bought like a couple spells. So I just assume there's standard rates for members, and then like you pay more if you're not a member. That's why I wanted to come with you. Valis and I think are both members here. I don't know if Galgrim did his thing here or not too.
He did because he let the guy ride his bear.
That's right. That's right.
You gave that gnome like an extra 5 years of life.
Yep. Was there any other formulas you were interested in?
Would now be a time to start asking about my spells, Zargan, or come back later on a different week for that because it was a different time.
What I need from you is a list of what spells you want. I know you listed a few, but give me a complete list because a lot of them they probably have. Like I can just do that. I can just give you prices.
Would it be cheaper to have us try and have Galgrim make it up for me and then learn it that way, though, or buy it through the assembly?
It would be the same.
Same. Okay.
Since you're a member, the price would be pretty much the same. If you weren't a member, then it would definitely be cheaper to have Galgrim teach you.
Or if I'm trying to make them to teach to Valis as well, like Horizon Thundersphere or stuff like that. Same.
Oh yeah, it'd be the same either way. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. We'll work that out amongst us.
Yeah. So just give me a list from who's teaching who what, and then people. There's rules to see if you successfully learn it or not, and then there's costs involved.
That's more of a.
I don't know what I'm teaching. I just got asked if I would be willing to teach.
Yeah.
It was like if we have free time at the end of downtime and we need stuff to do, this is
Spells
a good thing
are-
to maybe do.
Pretty easy. It's an hour per level per spell to learn / copy it into your book or whatever. So it's they go pretty quick.
Feed it to me.
That's what you have to do. Yes.
Tiny slips of paper.
But any other formulas?
Not at this time.
Alrighty. They take your money, come back out with like 2 sheets of parchment, 2 scrolls, hand them over. I should say hand them to Glizzik.
Thank you.
Yep.
I'll put them in my bag for now and then hand it to her later.
No problemo. And I think that is pretty much the end of week 1.
So all the undead we came across were mindless.
Mostly, yes. I mean, there are a few. Well, they were all mindless. Yes. I mean, some of them they weren't all zombies and skeletons, but yeah, there wasn't anything like you guys didn't run into any vampires. After except what?
Except in the earlier fight last episode.
Well, yeah, except for when you fought with Balthamel. And no,
So,
Valis is not a vampire.
He said mindless undead, except for Valis.
Well, I mean, we gotta hear it from Valis. Here, drink this bottled sunlight.
No.
Just to test. Yeah, while you're at it, drink this fish stew.
Don't worry, it'll only hurt you.
Fine, I'll drink the sunlight.
I was gonna say it'll only hurt half as bad if you're not a vampire.
If I'm picking between the sunlight and the stew, I'm taking the sunlight.
Have positive damage and fire damage.
But since you're drinking it, you automatically critically fail to save.
I was gonna critically fail anyway. let's be
Probably.
honest.
It's impressive because it's an attack roll.
Oh, is it?
Gotta
There's-
hit somebody.
There's not a reflex save.
No, he just hit somebody with it.
Still,
Like a bomb. It's
it'd be like
regular
a-
old bomb.
it'd be like a critical hit then.
Yeah.
All right. I know several people mentioned. Is there anything else on the party sheet that you guys want to sell? So let's go ahead and handle that here.
Horses.
We got some
Hearses?
extra horses.
And the
Horses.
associated horse things.
Yes, food for horses, tack for horses,
We
saddle
could
bag.
probably sell a bunch of these iron rations and make some money too, if we're being honest.
Well, since most of the iron rations you stole, yes,
Liberated. Thank you very much.
acquired.
The current users were no longer in need of them.
So, horses. How many horses do you plan on selling? All of them?
I think so.
Because remember,
Yes, yep.
several of them were your own. I think 3 or 4 of them were your own.
They weren't rentals though. We owned them, right?
Correct. You bought them at the cat village.
Imported horses, you say?
Cat horses. Huh? We call those hippogriffs.
We have a airship.
Why you want to sell that? Get you a good price.
Gonna crash it to the castle.
Pennies on the dollar.
You would
Is that
do
the
some
offer?
damage. No, they would probably pay. You guys could probably sell that for good money if you guys wanted to sell the airship.
We ain't selling the airship.
Yeah, we're gonna crash into something ourselves. And
I don't
ruin it
know.
all together.
You guys were bitching about not having enough money. Airship is worth some money.
Zargan, just because we were just at the assembly, and I said maybe we can sell the wyvern eggs and the wyvern stingers at the assembly. Does anybody have any interest over there?
They will buy the stingers.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me a diplomacy or, well, since you and Zakar are there, one of you can roll me either diplomacy or society. Pick who wants to roll it.
I have society. I do not have diplomacy.
I have a plus 16 in both.
I have plus 17 society. I suggest you do the diplomacy. I'll do the society.
Nope, only one of them.
Would I likes to assist my society roll?
Yes.
All right,
Oh,
Zakar,
boy.
go ahead and roll your society.
Never around with that plus 19.
Higher, one higher. She needs
Are
a
you
20,
good with
right?
the 19?
That's it's a DC
DC
25 or
20. DC 20. Yeah, but this will be your last hero point for the night. It's only 8:45.
It doesn't do a bad thing if
know.
you fail, though.
Correct. It does
Yeah,
not
it's
do a
only
bad thing if you
critically-
fail. If you
critically
critically
Crit
fail, correct.
Nah, I'll leave it.
All right. Let's go ahead, Glizzic.
Dude,
Like
speaking of
that.
Critical fail.
Do you want you spend a hero point, Glizzic?
I'm trying.
Someone tell Glizzic how to use a hero point. There you go.
I click on the word hero point, nothing happens.
Now you click on the number, I think.
I clicked on the hero point words and nothing happened. 30.
All right. They will take both stingers at 200 gold apiece. They do not want
Okay.
your dead eggs.
Well, even for research?
They will take them
Okay.
off your hands, but they will not pay for them. If you want to get rid of them, they will take them.
When you say dead, can I still cook them?
Yeah, but they're
Eggs in
starting
the
to
fridge.
rot.
So I need to cook them like today.
When the
Okay.
fire
Yes.
stopped, that
Yes.
All right. We will use them for something that counts as some sort of creature meat, right?
It counts as like an egg.
All right. I just meant for recipes. I have a couple recipes.
Ah.
I'm just trying to see if I can make one of them.
So you're selling the stingers?
Selling the singers. Whatever we get, we
400 more gold into the party. Yeah, they only paid us 50 gold for the stingers, guys. As Zakara and Glizzic get more money.
wink and smile to each other as we walk away.
All right, so you want to sell all the horses?
And all the Kingsmen.
Yes.
So all
Riding horse,
15.
riding horse, saddle and tack and saddlebags. Yep.
All right.
And whatever food. Get rid of all that junk.
If we sell all of them, we unlock an achievement for getting horses and not forgetting them or having them murdered.
We
You
didn't
guys
kill 'em.
probably do
Yeah.
get an achievement for that.
We actually came back with more horses than we left with, which
Yeah,
has never
that's
happened
the,
before.
Uno
Ever.
reverse card on this shit. On this shit.
This
I
makes
would
up
like
for
to-
all the other times.
We
I would
made
like to
horses.
cast Awakened and Trippy on the horses.
All right, you guys spend a little bit one evening, go around to some stables, people that deal with horses, and their stock is slim to none. You get an offer for all the horses, the saddle tack, the saddlebags, and the animal food of 411 gold.
It's not a bad deal. Every horse
This
is
is
worth
the-
like 8 gold each.
Only place to sell, correct?
What was that?
This is the only place to sell in town, essentially, because they're stables.
Yes.
Okay, we wouldn't sell it directly to the Duke to use for the army or something.
No, because all of his horses are fine because they were in the castle ward.
Hey, they're riding horses anyways. They ain't fighting horses.
Correct. Yeah, correct. These are riding horses, not war horses.
These are the horses that will fucking run when combat starts.
If you don't control them, they would.
Uh-huh.
Get him
Although
out of here.
apparently Sun's pretty good at controlling riding horses in combat.
Is there any skill that somebody could roll to try and see if we can get like future considerations or discounts or something?
If you wish to roll, you may also get less.
I mean, like even as far as like better
Can I
barding
roll
for
a
the
nature
bear.
check to? Can I roll a nature check to hype up the breed of the horses, justifying them to be more valuable, using my druidic?
You could roll that as a help on someone else rolling a diplomacy check. But
We're just over here. Look at this peanut.
But as I said, you're getting 411 gold, as is right here, without any rolls. If you roll and screw it up, you will get less or none.
Raz, you have a
Raz,
hero point left?
I got 3, but I ain't wasted on a fucking horses we're already getting 4 times the value on.
True.
Y'all some greedy motherfuckers.
Hey,
Yeah.
he says we leave money all over the place. I'm just making sure we have a chance at more.
Yeah.
So always a chance for more, but you can also screw it up.
Don't screw it up, Raz. Make it more money. You gotta have like a plus 20 in diplomacy, don't you?
I ain't
God
fucking
damn it,
roll.
Valis!
I ain't
Now
rolling
it's
for it.
in your
We're
head,
already
isn't
getting
it?
paid like these things are worth 120 gold market value. We're getting paid like 3.5 times that. Yeah, with the horse and tack and saddle, whatever. But that shit ain't worth much by itself anyway.
The saddle and tack is worth 4 apiece. And
You
then
guys are
the
making at
saddlebag-
least double
Yeah.
All right.
for shit you didn't pay for.
They don't know.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying.
Someone paid for it. They paid the ultimate price.
Somebody paid. Yes.
Thanks,
It was
Jesus.
very steep.
So are we making a roll, or are we just taking the 411 and calling it good?
Guess we'll just take the money.
No guts, no
It's-
glory.
All right, they
Well,
are sold.
it-
Raz, you're
being
allowed to
that,
stab Calgrim if he tries to negotiate.
Can I use nature
sure
to
I'm not
back
in
up
here.
my own diplomacy?
Nope.
Can I use nature to roll diplomacy?
All right, horses and the horse feeds are gone. Anything else on the list you want to deal with? Like, I don't know, like some chainmail or something that you found, or a scroll
Well,
tube.
We need to go see the dwarves about runes anyway, so
They're
they might
not-
Take our
they're
battle
not
axe
there
this
yet.
one and- What?
Not there until the second week.
Chain shirt and battle axe.
They got their
They could use-
snappy little legs.
They are
We want
rebuilding
to-
their shop.
We want to finish identifying stuff, right?
That's all. You can do that as well.
Also, what do you want to do with the gold coins? And most of the other shit that's in here.
I mean the ancient gold coins.
Yeah.
Keep that shit.
Maybe the
For
museum,
what?
if it's still
I
open.
got plans.
Like what?
That's none of your business.
It's in the party sheet.
I'd say at least 100 of those is my business.
I see a lot of spell books there.
Most
all-
of those things were in
Start of the
here when
game.
you were here.
Mm-hmm.
If
I'll
only,
even zap you.
if only you could read the language the spell books are written in.
We'll comprehend languages.
Oh, I say we dump like a good amount of the rations. Obviously, need to identify the other things. We
All
should
right.
probably just identify everything in here if possible.
Rations. How many days worth you want to dump?
All of them. You guys have food on yourselves, right? This is just 235 we had here in the pile.
Not as much as I used to.
Fish stew is
think-
free, buddy.
How many do I have left? Iron rations. I only got 9. Give me 6 of them.
I have enough, but I can also forage, and it's an automatic success for myself. So
All right, Raz, go ahead and add 6. I
Yeah,
took 6
that's
off.
okay, I can feed myself
I'll
without.
take 9 of them.
Okay.
Just get myself a little over 2 weeks worth of food in case we can't feed ourselves, and the rest of them I'm fine with selling off.
Go ahead and add them to your guys' sheets. Anyone else taking some?
I got plenty. I got 15.
I'll take
actually,
like
14 iron.
I'll take like 3, just in, like for like an absolute like we end up on the astral plane and I need some shit.
All right, you have 3. Go ahead and mark them on your list. You should have a spot for them
Can I take 10?
if you
Yo.
want.
vetoed.
I'm just marking them off as people say they want them, unless someone really throws a big fit about them.
Your iron rations are little tiny tins of cat food.
They are
Every time
sardines.
she's open up, she goes meow 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 meow.
Meow, 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 meow.
Crack one open, and suddenly Zakara's there.
You just hear psst as it opens, just right next to you. So, food time.
Just
Whenever you
open
open
up,
one, she just appears over your shoulder.
turn
Yes.
around, and she's already got her plate. She's like, "What's for dinner?"
All right, so that leaves you with 207 at the moment. Is that what you're selling?
Yeah.
Yep.
$12.5 gold. What was that, Naughty?
I said, take it.
Sold.
I think the unknown spellbook 1 and 3 were those from the spiders with hands.
Yes. Like I said, they are spell books written in a
Okay.
language you don't understand. Once you can read that language, you could determine if you want the spells or not.
Now this is after it went around the group, right? This isn't like in Matt.
Correct. No.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, this was the bugbears and the tree spiders guys
Yep.
with hands.
Was one of those the one that hurt if you touch it? Touch
No.
it or read it?
Nope. That was the
That's
that was the other
human
one.
leather right?
That's the human leather one.
What's this
Yep.
thick, heavily bound book?
It spelled thick wrong. It's supposed to have 2 C's.
I think we need to spend an evening just passing around unidentified shit.
Well, we've done that.
Oh,
Well,
no.
higher level, we could do it
Get in there.
again.
The thick bound
Rough.
book is the one that hurt people. The one written in human language is written in a language you guys don't under. You guys no one can read.
Human leather. Good doers. Good to goblin.
Huh? I mean,
Um,
has
we
anybody
grab-
gained any languages since then?
We probably will because we leveled and some of us gained intellect, so we can get a skill in a language, right?
If your intelligence went up, you can pick up another. You could get another language.
Yeah. I need that.
Don't we get an
reason.
extra skill
Wow.
too?
No.
So we did
What?
it 5.
Yes, you do.
Shh. I'd have to check. You might.
Only,
Do
Well, according to the video, when we leveled to 5, you said we did.
yeah, because that's how I know. Like I've got,
That's how you got Jotun, isn't it?
yeah, I got Jotun in
Yeah.
a skill when I increased my intelligence. from
Yeah.
8 to
So for those of you who raise your intelligence and it went up a point, like it went up a modifier point. So if you went from 18 to 19, you don't get shit. But if you went from 19 to 20, like several of you did, you could pick up another language.
does it have to be common?
It has to be on that basic list.
So common.
It's one. Well, on that one page, was it like page 76 or something in the core book? There's a like
Common
Yeah,
and
it's a-
uncommon.
it can be uncommon as well, but you can't pick nothing too weird. And I'll have to like approve it. And you could pick up another trained skill.
I
Can,
learned Spoder.
Spoder, that's not a language.
I'm
Can
thinking of
we
Yeah,
attempt to
thinking of-
identify the languages? Because, like, I mean, even in real life, you can not know a language, but you can identify it or, like, get something close to it.
This is Chinese. I don't know what the fuck it says, but
Yeah, I told you it's Spoder.
like that would be society, wouldn't it? This is basically trying to.
Society
decipher
would be
something.
languages. Hold on a second. Let me pull the.
That shit's my fetish.
I tell you, this new keyboard is shit. Where the hell are the languages? You know what? Why am I looking in the rule book? I can just go to Nethys.
That's what I did.
Languages starting on page 65.
Chrome won't open. Oh, okay. It's opening over here. What the hell?
It's page 65 of the core.
Everybody just obviously is going to pick up Druidic.
You cannot pick that up.
We have a Druidic success. Rosetta Stone.
No.
It's stone. It's
You
on
don't
the
have
stone.
one.
There's
What?
actually one of the druid like tenet things is I can't teach other people druidic or I lose my druid powers.
Well, you're already losing.
Druidic
that's
is a
not really-
secret. Druidic is a secret language that you can't
Druids
just pick
have
that
a
up.
language? That's society. All Druids.
I mean, think about how much money you would make by teaching that.
You could.
I'm over here looking at languages like I'm going to get another language.
You didn't raise your intelligence, did you?
But that's why I said like I'm getting.
I know Raz and Glizzik probably did.
Mm-hmm.
No, I know those two did for sure. I'm not
so what
sure.
levels comprehend languages?
It's probably not a primal spell.
Might be.
We have an issue back.
You can open up the spell thing in Fantasy Grounds and type in comprehend and search yourself.
Arcane, Divine, and Occult Traditions, level 2.
But
so
no.
Blizzard could have had it this whole time.
No. Blizzic is
Was it
primal.
cold? Okay.
I'm primal.
Same as you.
Primal witch.
Hence, you could teach him spells.
My monk skills are considered primal. Or occult, I mean.
That don't mean nothing. So, Raz, what language you want to learn?
Depends. Can we figure out what language this book was written in?
Um,
And focusing my free time in my Rosetta Stone courses.
yeah, I gotta figure out what language it's in because it's not an actual.
It's taking dealing on courses.
Anybody got Draconic yet as a language?
Yes.
How about Sylvan?
Yes.
Hello?
Nerd.
Darrow's evil fae, mom. Otherworldly monster.
I'm a gnome. Of course I know Sylvan.
Well, because we got somebody for Jotun. I think someone has Halfling in the group, right?
Yes.
Anyone have Goblin?
Has Goblin, and we has Orcish. Kruger's got Jotun. Draconic and
So-
Elven. We don't need pointy ear up language, do we?
Pointy ear up language.
Don't make me learn it. Don't make
You
me
mean
learn it.
Elven?
Yeah.
I already
fear.
forgot what languages are listed.
If you wish to roll, Raz, go ahead and roll me a society. It's not gonna be an easy roll, but
I see
Damn.
you not easy roll and raise you.
Would you like to use a hero point?
No.
I think you should.
I believe his words will roll with disadvantage.
Sorry, the DC was 50.
That's
Oh.
okay. Still a success.
DC was 40.
It's not a
Still a
success.
success. It's a success. I got a +1 to this shit.
No,
I'd
it
like
would
to
be that's if it's a 50, that's still a critical failure, sir.
Nope,
So
no,
it's a
my
failure.
You're forgetting my +1.
No, you
I'm not
should
forgetting
get
it.
plus
You,
one.
I'm not forgetting shit. If you don't put it in there.
Who the fuck speaks this language?
Besides, you wouldn't fucking get your +1 on this.
Yeah,
What a dumb language.
dumbass.
Yeah, you don't have Sage Mystic over here to translate it for you.
Kill some all.
At 14th level, I could speak all languages.
We have a wizard.
Fist isn't a fucking language.
It's a way to communicate.
It's a monk
Sign
thing.
language.
I pick up the tongue of sun and moon, and I can speak and understand all spoken languages. Can't read them for shit, but
Dang.
Yeah.
You just
I
have to badly
see-
pronounce the word.
I see it, Sargon. It doesn't make it any less dumb. It's
You're
intolerant.
dumb. You're the dumb one, dummy.
So it's
Dumbhead.
air element to some flying
Might-
creatures.
Might be better to have, honestly, to find some way to get the Valis to do it through some spell or something rather than to learn an entire language to read 2 books. But,
This episode of Do I Have That Spell?
Probably not.
just gotta
There's
find
this
Right.
really
Cheap.
cool thing called the called the Academy in town.
It's the assembly.
They could probably teach you the spell.
The first one is Awaken.
You're
Yeah,
back.
I'm not gonna learn that language, especially since in Raz's mind this is a stupid easy solution to fix. We go buy a comprehend languages scroll or teach it to Valis or get it for Valis so he can eat it or whatever wizards do to learn stuff.
You have to shove it in his eyeballs till it goes into his brain.
we have a scroll tube, so we can give him the suppository.
Or the
Knowledge.
I have a question, Zargan, for my language, my determine what language.
Mhm.
You know, all of our visions where we see like end of world times and all that shit happening, like when Galgrim got freaking eaten by that horde
No.
stuff.
Yeah, what an idiot.
Was that did you say it was a demonic, bunch of like demons and shit running around? Or was it undead?
I would say you'd have to ask Algrim.
Okay. About the rest of our visions where we keep seeing shit like that.
Well, look in your vision.
It's
You
in
are
the-
worst. You just take up more fucking session time. Yeah.
Well, I don't know off the top of my head, and I'm not giving away free information. Go to your
one
note, and you should have the vision there.
The book that
Okay.
wasn't orange, was that the heavy?
No, that's the spell
heavily
books.
There are 2 unknown spell books.
Yep, they're both.
Oh, they're both the same.
Anyone know Abyssal?
No, I know Infernal though.
I will do Abyssal then. That's my language. Final answer.
So you said you have Draconic, you don't have Elvish?
Do not have Elvish.
All right, go ahead and put Abyssal on your list.
Can't
I
wait for Blizzard to go around to say thank you. Thank you very much.
I have its sophisticated grandfather, Sylvan.
Unless you're gonna tell me that Aklo is spoken by hags, because it says evil fae, and then I'll take that. I was talking to you, Sargon.
I know. I just can't type and talk and push my whole whole
fine.
talk down.
I'm seeing text and not watching the camera right
I'm pretty sure that's what they speak.
now. Okay. That would be thematically good for me. So I will take Aklo or whatever that is. Aklo, Darrow's evil fae, otherworldly monsters.
I will take Abyssal
Um,
since at least big nasty demon guy has been prominent in a few visions at this point.
Yes, hags speak Aklo. I just looked one up.
Okay.
You
Is that-
Raphael.
Yeah. I'm
Demon, not devil.
They're all the same.
I mean, they're all technically fiends. You're not wrong on that end.
They're interchangeable.
I'm sure either of them would completely agree with you were you to call one the wrong thing.
alignment's going away. They're gonna be the same.
All urgent for a virgin.
Just call them the wrong thing. Being like, oh, what are you gonna do? Kill me? That's such a typical blank, whatever they are to do.
Typical blank.
All right,
Yes.
Raz. Now that you have learned,
Just woke up one day and suddenly, abyssal.
the book in human leather is now readable.
Epiphany. Spell book. What a boring book.
I know.
It spells. I knew you were a shaman.
I mean, theoretically, you probably can't read most of those spells, but you could read enough that of the pieces parts to understand
Right.
what they kind of are,
Well,
because
I'm
you're not a
also-
caster.
Well, I do have good arcana. Just
Yeah.
because I don't cast the spells doesn't mean I can't understand what runes mean
Yep.
and how they work. I just, it's not the interesting field to study. Everything has to be so exactly precise or it blows up in your face. There's no room for experimentation. What the fuck is this? I guess you can make it visible to the whole group. I'd share it with them. Otherwise, I'm just gonna sit here and list off a bunch of spells that probably don't mean anything to most people.
There it is.
The more that Raz talks, the more I'm convinced that he's the Demoman from Team Fortress 2.
If you open up in the party inventory, if that book is now has a description. If you open up the description, it'll have that link to the spell list.
I'm bored already.
Issue, we can finally cast Fireball. It's in the book.
Oh my god.
So you spellcasters might be interested in those. I would take a screenshot of those spells in case you might want to learn them, if you're able to.
None of the links work.
They should.
They do not.
Which link doesn't work?
All of the 4th level, all of the 3rd level, all
Oh.
of the 2nd level.
Well, yeah, because you're not a spellcaster.
So I can't look at spells.
I don't know. It depends on where I copied
Oh,
them
it's
from, but at least it gives you
None
the
of them
name.
work. If I was a bad alchemist, I wouldn't be standing here, would I? I forgot that line. I was a bad man. I wouldn't be standing here, would I?
Kruger's like, people think they're smarter than me. Maybe. But I've yet to meet one person who can outsmart Fist.
Anything else on the list you guys wish to sell and or identify?
Yes, all of it.
I want to do the Unknown Scroll of Balthamel. Identification.
Can I do the chainmail?
You can. Go ahead and roll me your checks.
I don't remember what the book does when you touch it, besides hurt you.
Touch it again.
Just sucked up life force.
Ooh, you touch my tra-la-la.
You got any life force anyway?
13, 31.
Wow, you guys are great at this.
You guys happy with your rolls? You don't need to roll, Glizzik.
Oh,
It's not magical.
good. Because I don't think I would really count that as a roll, so.
Are you good with the 9 there, Zakara?
Yep.
Alright, you fail.
Next.
Glizzik. I don't think you speak this language, Glizzik.
I might. Tell me what it is. I'll tell you if it's.
We don't know what language is in the book because it just does damage to people, right?
Correct.
No, we actually had Nanul hold it open so we could try and read it. I don't think we had the languages at the time. But it was a while ago. It was like maybe episode 5.
You do not understand the language that it's written in, Glizzik. But I can show you a picture.
Sure.
Oh, maybe.
Any picture?
No. It's thinking. Hold on.
While they're doing that, Kruger will, using the cloth as an intermediary, like apparently people did before, get out the heavily bound book and try and open it.
There's the scroll.
Fantasy Grounds. Up there goes.
Yeah, it took a minute for it to load for me too.
Oh, I recognize the letters. I could just transpose this myself.
Oh yeah.
It's Greek.
So
Exactly.
10 minutes goes by and Zakara does not know what the chain shirt is.
I'll take a crack at it.
And Glizzik pulls out the scroll and says, holds it upside down and still can't read it.
I'm gonna show it around the group to see if anyone recognizes the lettering for the language. Since it's just a letter.
Okay.
Do I get any takers?
Yes.
My money is on Valis because it's probably Necro, but
It is Valis.
since we got it off of a Vampire Lord's body.
I have to wait for up. I have to think again.
It's actually just
I don't
dominate
speak
person as a
Necro.
spell.
But I feel like the first word is my.
Oh yeah.
Very good.
My
It's what we
fellow.
There you go.
He-
Oh, bites.
Donkey.
There you go, Valis. You should be able to see it.
It's just the Declaration of Independence. Which
I
is
Don't
have-
think Fantasy Grounds is having a shitting.
Yeah,
hand
it'll take a minute to send it. I don't.
I have repeatedly.
Masturbated.
On this letter. Ah.
What are these stains? Oh no.
I knew it
Okay.
was stuck together.
If you hold a black light over it, you will see the special message.
the hidden Jackson Pollock painting.
Exactly.
And I'll write down a translated version of it.
Trying to think of
Wow.
who everybody would be in Team Fortress character equivalents now.
In the beginning.
Thanks, that's very cursed.
Being how I've never played Team Fortress, I do, I'm not worried about it.
That link doesn't work.
Of course it doesn't yet. There you go. Now you should be
Just a blank piece of paper.
get a faster internet.
That's the joke. You already know how they're feeling. You better get them black lights, boys.
Who
I
just
hope he
bust
didn't.
out the
He
book of
sent us.
poetry.
May not want to shine the black light on the book of poetry.
Not since Kruger's had it.
Blinded by the light.
Excuse you.
What's the letter say, Galgrim? I don't know. I'm eating food.
Oh, that's what the Scarlet Brotherhood's been up to.
Remember, you can scroll with your mouse wheel to like zoom in.
Somebody did not read the letter and lay low. Simple instructions, Balthamo.
Never said reading comprehension was one of his strong suits.
All that work undone by a simple level 4 alchemical formula.
And that's it.
That's it.
Nothing else happened.
Nothing else of importance happened. The other members of Golden Thorn contributed in moderate to less useful ways.
Does anyone else wish to spend, to try to identify the armor?
I think Brad said he was going to, and if he fails, I will.
I said I was
Okay.
gonna look into the book.
Which book?
the heavily bound book.
Oh, really? All right. Go ahead, Raz. Roll.
Natural 2. I'll use a hero point. Because I haven't used a single one yet, and I got 3 of these bad boys.
Because you wanted to roll 1.
See, like that, guys. You roll, and it's higher.
You fail.
That's fine. I just want to put it out there. You roll higher.
Assurance automatically gives you a 10.
But you have to have the assurance feat
Okay.
For that skill.
in particular.
Yeah, you don't just have
Every
assurance
single
and then
athletic.
you don't just have an
And
assurance and get them all.
It only adds proficiency bonus.
I know, I have assurance for nature. So following Raz's failure, I'd like to just assurance nature it for a 31.
No,
Well-
we're trying to explain that's not how that works. Because you only get your proficiency bonus. You don't get any item bonuses. You don't get your
That.
stat bonus or any of those other things. So it's the thing in the leftmost column of whatever you have trained, which will be, I'm assuming, 16.
Yeah, 16. So it'd be a 26, which would be not enough. So never mind, so I need to roll for it.
I think you should have let him fucking roll it anyway.
You want to spend a hero point?
No, I'm good.
All right, you ID it.
Oh, I was waiting for the fail.
Should be viewable now. And Kruger wants to mess with the book.
God damn, 2,500 gold.
Oh, that's just making it. This is a long time ago.
Does not have the noisy trait. Interesting.
I don't even remember where the fuck the party sheet's at.
Upper right hand
Top right corner.
The one that
Two
looks at 3
swords.
people.
Go for the two
That's
swords.
right.
We'll have to wait the next time for you and the Bible there, Kruger.
Bible.
Yeah, calling
It's
it the
been
Bible.
identified. Yes.
It's a Bible. Because I know if Kruger opened an actual Bible, it would hurt him too. Because he's evil.
I think that's book.
Because the description of it is see your notes, not to find which session you guys found it. Really, really good there on my part. So I'll need to look that up.
Philosopher caves, wasn't it?
I don't think it was. I think it was from somewhere on the island, maybe from the from that temple where you guys found the
Maybe.
pearl.
More familiar.
Before the mummy.
No, after.
It was in the episodes you've already had listed.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
because I had Nanul hold it open for us or whatever. And it was hurting people.
Maybe it's from the mummy one then. Maybe that's where it's from. I'll take a look. But yeah, so you have the elven chain.
Where are your notes now? Elven chain.
Might be good for Galvan.
I thought that
can't
you
wear
just
metal.
got
I can't
two
wear
pieces of
metal.
the chain, Kruger.
That's still a thing.
Yeah, but it's elven. It's made of elves.
That's
not
the thing
metal.
for one of his orders specifically.
Yeah, I can't wear metal or I lose the wild shape ability.
But it's light armor.
Doesn't matter, it's metal.
It's like we're
Your
rip-
insult to your race.
It has a
Is
dex
it
mod cap, so I do not want it.
It does have a dex mod cap. And a minimum strength.
Oh, I mean, wouldn't it still be better for you though? Because 3 plus the 2 AC bonus, it's still a 5 bonus, like your dex would naturally give you, and then an item bonus of 2. So what are you currently wearing? It's just gonna equal out.
I have leather right now.
Your leather is. At least
What's the
+1.
bonus between the AC bonus and the Dex mod cap
Plus,
or the leather you're wearing?
Kruger holds a short up next to, or a torch up to the chain shirt. Gets the press attention.
plus 1 EC bonus, and the dex mod cap is 4, I think. So I guess
It'd be the same.
That would
It'd be
be the
about the same.
So Zargan, for the folks that don't have a skill in armor or strength to do it, can they still wear armor? It just has penalties on stuff.
I know if you don't have the strength, then you have the armor check penalty on like your acrobatics and athletics checks and that. If you don't have training in it, then you wear it as untrained, which really offsets a lot of the point of wearing the armor.
Yeah, you'll get a proficiency bonus.
I'm like, I only have a dex of +3, so that would be okay still.
But this is a light armor, so are you proficient in light armor?
I'm proficient in unarmored and nothing.
You'd lose your level to AC,
So
so you'd go
I
down
should
on AC.
Yeah.
I should actually switch to adventurer's clothing then,
Why?
because the dex mod cap is +5.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
but
what
then
I'm
it would
wearing.
be. Oh, but then it would be a plus.
Well, you could take the
Plus 0
rune.
to 8. Oh,
If it's
Uh,
a +2 potency rune, take that off of the Elven Chain shirt and put it on your adventuring clothes, then you'd be better off with the 5 and then a 2 for the.
You
bonus.
cannot
But then
remove the +2 from the Elven Chain.
It's just an item, it's not a rune.
It's built into the item. It's not a rune.
Which means we can put a rune on it still.
You cannot put a potency rune on it. No, let's put +3.
When it says it doesn't have a check penalty, what does that mean?
Guys, melt down the mithril.
wait, so the AC, the plus, that's not just. That's not just what it is. That's the +1 rune.
When you look at armor, Raz, armor will have a check penalty if you don't meet the strength requirements for it. You suffer that check penalty.
So it doesn't
This
cover
is
it.
yeah. So if you had like a 10 strength, you could wear this because the check penalty is 0
Oh, give it to me then.
because it's made of frickin' a mithril.
Zakara, I think the +2 is for the Elven Chain. The item bonus is the magical added onto that too. So it'd be 2
Ah.
+2 +3. So it'd be 7 for the total AC modifier.
Well, the AC bonus is still an item. So
Well, the armor gives you 4 points of armor, and then up to 3 more of dex. Correct.
Okay.
And what do you have now, Zakara? Leather +1.
Yes.
if there's no check penalty at all, then it is better than what I'm wearing.
Your best you'll get out of your armor, Zakara, is +6. Because if you add the AC bonus, it gives you 1 point of armor from the armor, +1 item, that's 2, and 4 dex, that's 6. So the Elven Chain will be 1 better than what you have now. But then, of course, it doesn't have the Resilient Rune. You have to go through all that again, but...
Yeah, but there's no check penalties for any of her thief stuff or stealth or any of that jazz.
Well,
We
she
just
has
have
the strength for it either way. Something to think about. Who
Yeah.
wants to get it? Or, to be honest, you could sell it or melt it down for a mithril. Or deconstruct it. It is made of mithril.
Would be an upgrade for me.
Would be
Don't
a
you already have 10
downgrade for
invested
me.
items? I have 3.
It would be a massive downgrade for me.
What's
I didn't
What's
hear what you said, Fable.
That's a downgrade for me.
What's Raz's armor?
26. I think I'm tied with Glizzy for the lowest.
Yeah, it'd be the same modifier for you, Raz, as it would be for Zakara. +1
I don't.
max.
I'm not. Well,
Provided you're getting the dex.
My armor's 26, Raz.
I'm not. No one cares about Druid. You got extra forms and stuff that don't even deal with your AC, doesn't it?
They deal with my AC. They actually reduce my AC, and I only get like 5 hit points.
See, armor doesn't matter for you.
Do you have dex, Raz?
Yeah, I got a +2. So the dex penalty is not gonna, or dex limit's not gonna hit me. Never will. What was I looking at? The item bonus on mine is 1. So this is 1 better on that one.
Well, it's
So this is,
Raz would go up 2 points of armor.
yeah. That's the end result.
And I think Zakara would go up 1. But you have to look at who gets into melee more and so forth. That's a decision for you guys to make, not me.
I'm sorry if you said it earlier. Does Raz's armor have a check penalty right now?
Not as leveling. Not as of leveling when I got my strength up to 10. Might have actually changed what I put my stat into if we had this identified beforehand, but yeah. At least now I've got more bulk. I was already right in line on that anyway.
This does not need to be decided tonight. Is there anything else you guys wish to sell on the list?
I mean, no one's even going to use that Calig weapon, may as well.
I'd like to sell Raz.
He's not worth much. He's pretty small.
Wait,
Put
wait,
him
if
with
we're selling,
Webinag.
wait, Kruger, how can you be okay selling people? Isn't like anti-slavery your whole thing?
No.
Did you-
Anti-slavery on him is his whole thing. Also, Zargan, I'll have you know I'm almost worth 1,200 gold. No, platinum.
No, your items are. You're not, but your items are.
No, I'm seeing PC total value.
Yeah, that's all. That's all your gear and cash on hand.
PC total
How much
value.
more can you move?
What
PC
the fuck?
total value.
You've taken slaves and removal, right? You know you strip them to keep their morale as crushed as possible.
Why is my bulk up to 13? What's happening?
I don't know what the hell you're doing.
Oh, you gave me... Did you give me 7 acid flasks?
No, I gave you 1.
You gave me 7.
Did he made it weigh 7?
I didn't
No,
change the weight.
Oh, so an acid flask weighs 7?
I don't think so.
That's from a fucking
No, it's
acid
light.
barrel.
Pretty big acid flask.
It's should be light, so
0.1. Yeah, I don't know how the hell you put 7 in there.
I didn't. I was literally...
All
just
I did was
looking.
drag acid flash to your sheet. I didn't change anything
Has
else.
anyone
God,
seen?
Dory.
I went and seen my fish stew pot. It was big. It was huge. It was right here.
The pot's gone, but all the stew's still there.
It's just a tiny flask of acid in its place. Like, I guess this is what we're eating, folks. Come here.
So, do you wish to sell anything else on the list? You got gold coins, you got some battle axes, you got a candle of truth that you'll never use.
We can probably get rid of the battle axes. Unless
I
people
would.
wanted +1s on their stuff.
I already got +1 on everything that I would need it for. Besides, that's a weapon +1, right?
Yes.
So I don't even have a weapon. I mean, I do. I guess I have a dagger around here somewhere.
Not worth
I
sell.
was hoping to sell the battle axe and the. Before I knew the elven chain shirt was that, I thought it was just a regular chain shirt. Along with Kalig after the fact of everything being removed with the dwarves, but we can't do that yet, so I'd just say wait.
Yeah, this is week 1 selling, so you can't sell nothing to the dwarves yet.
Raz, you said you had plans for the ancient gold coins. Is it going to be a thing where you're making something with it, or you're just hoping to get a better value later?
Yes.
I just was looking for more information.
I do have plans. The plans are still in conceptual phase, though, because I'm probably going to need more time than we have.
So yes, step 1 is he has a plan. Step 3 is to make money.
Huge profit. Yeah.
Use profit.
But step 2, we're not sure on yet.
But no, I do. Non-freaking no, all bullshit aside, I do have a plan for it. It's just not going to come to life this downtime.
Do you care to key us into what that plan is, or?
Fuck no, that'd ruin the surprise. You impatient ass.
Wow.
I mean, they are
I
kind of
have,
like
I have a
everybody.
surprise for the group. I'm gonna get those coins and
Put your
turn it into
fucking
500
pants back
gold.
on.
Look out, Kruger, something's behind you.
Sell those coins for 500 gold. And Kruger got known today as the world's biggest sucker.
I like suckers, like big lollipops.
I do find it interesting that the dwarf who doesn't tell anyone anything about himself is prying into Raz's business.
Speaking of, I have a dwarven king I need to go talk to.
I think you guys should all lock yourselves in a room and light that candle.
Hey, all you dwarves know each other. Do you know this dwarven druid?
Mhm.
I mean, I was planning
The
on using
dwarves
that.
are like a hive mind.
I was gonna use that candle on Mr. Dwarf Boy back there, but you had to go and like freaking whisk him away or some shit, or Kruger would have killed him. Either way, we still would have had the candle.
On Dwarf Boy?
Well,
You mean Amberback?
There was some questions I had rattling around the brain. I don't know if stop Kruger from killing him, but
That's what Speak to Dead's for.
yeah.
You guys probably don't have that spell either.
What the fuck kind of necromancer are you, Valis?
I make the zombies and I blow shit up.
You know what? I don't even think you're a necromancer at this point. I've seen more fireballs out of you than zombies.
He's an evoker.
He's an evoker. Yep.
Yeah, hell, I've seen more robots out of him than zombies.
You don't know what's in that.
So an equal amount of robot and zombie. He did summon as a skeleton once.
Couple times.
I had a nickel for every time
You
I
sh-
said that is Klizik. You don't know what's in that.
You should show Raz your new spell, Valis. Use it on him.
Oh, is it fireball? I'm quite familiar with that.
The entropy spell.
Is that just a fancy name for fireball? But with a green tint?
You want to find out?
Green flame.
All right.
Speaking of Assamites.
Anything else you want to sell for week 1? I think we're good, right?
More like pain in my ass somewhere.
True Borussia. That's what we're looking for. I think we're good for now.
All right.
Always
Week
wait
1
till-
going once. Going twice.
We think of week 1 stuff at the last second.
Gone. Week 1 is over. And welcome to week 2. Dun dun
That
dun.
was fast.
2.5 hours later.
Hey, we are 6.5 days ahead of last downtime, okay?
Yeah.
And we still have an hour and a half to go.
Sorry, good. When I get my +1 int that put me up to 20, I got my extra language. I get a skill with that too, right?
Yes, a trained skill.
I am taking survival, so I don't have to retrain it, and that saves me a week of downtime. Ta-da! I'm making time, baby.
All right, week 2. We already did the undead stuff. Glizzik, you're retraining your 1 feat into the other feat.
Correctamungo.
Warding rune into magical crafting, correct?
That is correct.
Kruger, you didn't give me anything for week 2, so you don't get nothing.
I was doing the
Undead,
thing.
I know. Raz,
Called that onion come.
you resummon your snick.
Yep, it's pretty much at this point, Raz just disappears off the face of the world. Probably died somewhere in the corner of the city somewhere.
Raz, go ahead and open up the characters and take control of your snake again.
Doing improved. Last time I had him, I think I was 2 levels lower.
And the snake is now on the combat tracker again.
And afraid of fireballs.
He doesn't remember that.
Oh no, he
Coco
remembered.
remembered the sand.
And unlike Blizzic, has a thirst for vengeance, but you'll never know it. He'll just stare at you like a snake.
Valis is still doing some research. And Zakara cleared out undead.
Can I?
No.
Because I
Can you what?
can't remember if I found this as first or second week, but I wanted to try to identify the item I found while clearing out undead.
Oh, just roll perception.
To identify it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I do the same thing during that week?
It's a Tinder.
Oh, yeah, sure. Someone else mentioned it. Yeah, roll perception.
Ignore that. That was just a test.
Oh, your test failed.
Testing my snake.
Testes. 1, 2.
Your snipe finds a landmine.
Excellent.
You happy with the 23, Zakara? Are you happy with the 26 there, Galgrim?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not. I think you should re-roll with a hero point.
So I can get a 3.
No, Galgrim re-roll, not you. We already know what you're gonna get.
All right, I have flipped them to identified in both your inventories.
Can I do an
yeah.
appraisal on that?
Oh, your speed would also go down, Glizzy.
Did you?
Yeah.
I believe it tells you how much.
Tripping over.
If you, like, open it up.
Oh, okay.
Like Gimli with the big chain ring shirt. It
Yeah.
just goes, folds down by his.
Alrighty. That.
Couple bobby pins ought to take care of that.
I still could put a rune on my explorer armor for defense, I guess, because I don't have anything yet. I just have the braces of armor, and that's separate.
Make sure they're not. Does it give an item bonus though?
It says AC bonus. It doesn't say item bonus. And Dex mod cap +5 for the bracers I'm looking at. The description is these stiff leather arm guards give you a +1 item bonus to AC and saving throws.
Yeah, posted.
So same?
Yeah, it'd be the same. Except the bracers are, that and resilience. So. Now, if you had the +2, you could put that on your bracers.
Oh, okay, so it's upgradable. Okay,
Yeah, I mean,
but I can't put not property runes, whatever the formula runes are that do
No.
stuff.
no, because it doesn't have an actual rune on it. Well, no. Let me know.
I'd have to put
You
that
could-
onto the explorer clothes.
You could put a +1 potency, a +1 armor. Armor rune on it. It won't increase the armor, but then that becomes, I think, magical then.
So it'd let you put a,
Because I don't think it's magical right now.
defensive rune. Okay.
I'd have to look and see if that's an actual magic item or it's just. I think it is though.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it's basically has a +1 potency rune built into it, but it's not a rune. You know what I mean? Kind of like
Elven.
kind of elven, exactly. It's just built into it. You'd have to put a potency rune on it before you could put anything else on it. But if you
There
put
might be
a
others, so maybe I could do it. Yeah.
but if you put a +2 on there, the +2 would be cheaper than a +2 straight. Not by much, because a +1 armor rune's pretty cheap.
Right.
Alrighty. So that's pretty much it for week. Oh, week 2. We selling anything?
Are the dwarves up?
Yes.
Do we have access to brokers?
Yeah.
Do brokers?
Although
if
brokers, no.
you lying.
Brokers would be end of week. Would be week 3 because the undead aren't cleared out yet.
Come on, Galgrim, let's go visit these dwarves and sell some stuff. Come on.
So,
I'm good. You have fun.
so should I just take my stuff to the dwarves to go get squared away?
Along with Kalig.
That Gaelic and Reaper Soul. I mean, I figure we should probably just take it all and be those really annoying people with custom orders. Need this over here, and this over here, and this over here.
2 battle axe plus 1s we'd like on runestones for later application, please. And then we'd like to sell you the battle axe, please. Thank you.
Please sign this in triplicate.
Honestly, we'll probably be able to... Can you transfer the +1 to a runestone and just keep the battle axe as your payment? Because we don't want it.
That would probably be no. Cost more money
I'm
than
not
that.
coming for-
How did we want to split up the vouchers?
Oh, obviously Kruger gets them all.
We can do it evenly. There's 6 of us.
We all get paid to our according to our contribution. So Kruger gets, what is it, 13?
17.
And everyone else gets 1. Yeah, I figure it's just 3 per person.
You want me to go ahead and split the coins so people know how much some more cash?
Say that again?
You want me to split the coins up?
Sure.
Yeah. You can always resplit them again later, too, if we sell some stuff or whatever, too. So
Correct. Well, okay, hold on. It's going to probably lock the game for a moment.
Woo!
Nope, it went
Meantime,
quick.
Everyone look in Brotherhood General to see what TF2 class you are.
Oh, it's alright. Although I honestly think that if there's anyone that's more of a witch, even if it is a sandwich, it should be me.
That's it.
I've
It's a
never really
sand
been
bitch, not a sand.
Why am I? Why don't I have a character?
Yeah, where's Noxia falling?
Wow, I see how it is.
Fine, you can be the fucking sentry gun. Are you happy?
I don't know anything about the game, so. All right, looks like everyone got 260 gold, 15 platinum, and 1 silver. You guys are rich. All
Ooh,
that silver.
My weight's increased again, Zargan. What happened?
I must have changed stuff again. I must have gave you 7 of something. All right. So what's the plan for week 2, buying, selling? Brokers will be available week 3.
How much is it to transfer the runes and shit?
10% of the cost plus whatever they charge for the service.
All right.
10% of the cost of the rune.
Yep.
And if you're swapping 2 runes, it just goes up whatever is higher.
Oh, so they can swap the runes and it's okay.
What's their service fee?
Wasn't the +1's like 8? If I remember.
It depends on what the rune is. I mean, it's not a set fee.
For just the +1?
What do you mean?
The battle axes.
What about them? I'm
To take the +1 rune off the battle axe and put it in a runestone would be how much I was asking.
Do we need those +1s for something?
Well, I mean, the casters don't have anything on ranged weapons that could be 1 action attacks or whatever. but I don't know if we're gonna use them anytime soon.
Fix your camera, Galgrim.
So it's not like an urgent thing by any means. I'm just trying to figure out how we can get money out of it or something useful for the future.
For them to transfer them to a runestone, be 10 gold each. And I believe transfer is only 1 day.
Even for your darts or something, you don't want it, Kruga?
He threw
Just
his
to have
darts
a range
away.
weapon. Oh, you don't have anything? What about your boomerang?
I keep that down under.
Boomerang.
Galgrim's his
like
boomerang.
Thim-
He picks up the dwarf and just throws them.
Just like a thimble to put on the end of your tentacles.
I mean, because I'm totally down to go and just have the dwarves do my stuff. Because I don't want to put people's downtime. At risk.
Would they just buy the battle axe +1s outright then, Zargan, at all or not?
They will. They'll give you 18 gold apiece.
And the +1 rune alone is 35.
Well, that's if you were to buy one, yes.
It would cost me 250 gold in order to transfer the stuff that I want onto my hand wraps.
Base stuff like, base sale price is half of what it's worth. So the battle axes are worth 36 gold each, so they pay half. They pay 18 gold each.
Just take it to get off the party list, because no one's gonna want to use those for anything really, and we don't need the +1s desperately. So
Anyone objecting?
in the future, we could just come back and get it for a few more.
No objections here. So if we're here at the dwarves, it may be a good opportunity to mention this. Anybody who fancies themselves stabby proficient, I can make poisons for free now. Well, giant centipede venom, but the DC would be my class DC, so it might actually fucking do something. I'm replacing one of the freebie things that I give you guys every day, the +2 disease thing. Replace.
Time to use the goblin pox.
That'll be nice.
I get to add another one to the list, and I'm choosing a poison, so I can make that for free. I'll need someone's help to actually apply them fast enough, because I can make it, but I won't be able to apply it because it's 3 actions. It needs to be done before the start of my next turn. But if we have a dozen daggers laying around, you could theoretically poison them all at the start of the day and have them. They're only good for the day. And can't exactly do it in the middle of combat without someone taking some serious action penalties, but... So if you want some pocket poison, give me get some arrows or daggers or whatever.
Yeah, I'll definitely use some.
You guys want to sell the chain shirt to the dwarves?
I thought we were holding off on that for now.
He's just being
A bitch.
nothing else. We're taking it for the mithril to make something cool, because you have plenty of people who can craft it into something nice.
Aside, actually, I'm gonna might need to get with Yuzakara. You'd probably be the one to actually dig this up, but if we could get our hands on some scorpion venom, very much like to reverse engineer that, but it's not a critical thing. You can't do anything special with that till next level.
Did we used to have that or no?
No. Scorpion venom, specifically scorpion venom, is a level 6 poison, and it needs to be level 6 or lower, but I mean, a level 6 one, I'd rather have that over a level 5. All of my freebie quick alchemy stuff I get every day gets upgraded to a level 6 formula or lower next level instead of a level 1. So I'd like to have some scorpion venom in the tube ready for that. But we have a whole level to worry about that.
I will have the dwarves transfer runes for me as well.
What do you guys want to have them do? Put it in your, messages to me or whatever. And then I can get you prices on them.
I want them to fuck off and go back to the dwarven cities.
Wow.
Hey, you asked.
Put that thing back where it came
Big
from. Where's the
dwarf.
healthy?
Why don't you go tell them that, Galgrim?
No.
Anyone smell that? Smells that bitch in here.
You like that, Zargan?
Nice.
Should we sell the sword afterwards?
You took all the runes off it. Is it made of anything special?
It's made of mithril.
It's made of
Ooh.
sword.
You can melt it down.
No, fair. If that's the plan, especially with the other chain shirt, then
Especially if folks have like special crafting to do in the future and want to make something out of mithril. I know you need to have mithril as a raw material.
You do. You have to have so much money in of so much gold worth of whatever the base material or is.
And just so we know, it's not, mithril's more than just, it's just lighter too. It's also treated as silver. So if something has a weakness to silver, if you slap them with something made of mithril that's sharp, it's no different than if you slap them with silver. It's also just lighter. So great sword made of it, it's just lighter bulk. So if we melt it
Oh.
down, I can actually use a little bit, a little chunk of it, and it still doesn't specifically say how much Zargan, but did you look up that spell?
No, I did not.
No, it requires a small amount of an associated material to do these, associated kind of damage, but it doesn't specifically state how much. I assume like a light amount because it kind of just uses it and then it comes back to you.
I'd have to look at it before I made a comment, but anyone else putting in an order with the dwarves? You have something for the dwarves? Go ahead and put that into Discord to me,
Okay, I was about to say I do have some.
and I'll get prices and stuff for everyone. Maybe not tonight, but I'll get it to you probably tomorrow. And make sure no one's trying to double dip, like two people arguing over one, I wanted this. No, I wanted this.
So yeah, if we can get the sword melted down, I request just keeping at least a small chunk of the mithril, if not all of it, if someone has a use for the crafting. But if we do just want to sell it, and I'd like to keep a little bit.
So far for the people who have IM'd me, some of the stuff you're talking about will not work. Just so you know, if you remove a +1 from a weapon, the weapon is no longer magical. So you can't any other runes left on the weapon would be destroyed.
Doesn't just go dormant.
I don't believe so.
Can you remove the
magic.
other rune first?
You can. I need to make sure on that, but so if you're removing a +1 from something to put a +2 on it, I'll have to read up and make sure you can do that, but I'm not, as of right now, I would say you cannot, because as soon as you remove the +1, it's no longer magical. Now, you can put the +2 over the +1, but then you lose the +1. I'll have to double check, so I'm not going to say no.
You can swap runes, so I can just swap it and then transfer it, and then it's the same thing as far as days and costs.
Yes and no. If your item is magical and has special powers, when you take the enchantments off, you can't. Not all enchantments are removable. Like on Reaper's Toll, there has an enchant that's not, you can't take off. But if you take the +1 off it, that enchant is lost. Because it's no longer a magical weapon.
But it even says, like on the transferring runes thing on 580, it says you can swap, either move a rune from one item to other, or swap a rune on one item with a rune on the other item. To swap, runes must be of the same form. So, like, in the rules, there is, you can swap things simultaneously as long as, like, you're doing two, like, property runes or fundamental runes.
What page says that's on? 584?
580. On the right-hand side where it says, it's the first paragraph under transferring runes. And then it also does say on there, property runes go dormant until transferred to an item with the necessary potency rune.
Oh, does it say that?
Yeah, in the end of the second paragraph.
Okay. Well, then that wouldn't matter either way. So for ones that have runes, if you transfer it off, I guess the other rune stays there until you can do something with it. But for ones that have the innate abilities, if you transfer off the potency rune, that ability would go away. But it says here you can swap them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, in mine, I was like, I want to
Correct.
swap the...
Well, no, I'm just saying that just so people know.
I mean,
And the part about them going dormant, like if you go from like a 3 to a 2 or something like that, and then the property runes can't benefit from it anymore, like you have too many. It says these property runes go dormant until transferred to an item with the necessary potency rune, or until you switch the potency rune on them.
Correct.
So it shouldn't get rid of whatever else is on.
No, the stuff I am talking about is not a rune. It is an innate ability of the item.
Like the returning on the axe or something. Okay.
Well, there's a returning rune, but some items have innate abilities that aren't a rune.
So in talking to them, are they saying that it would lose those powers? Like,
No, because we can swap. I'm saying if like for Reaper's Toll, it has that one ability that's not a rune. If you were to take the plus, I think it's plus two off that and leave it, then that would go away as well. Because it just becomes a regular battle axe at that, or great axe at that
so
point.
it lose like the head morphing ability.
Correct.
On it. Okay.
And the vengeance part.
Yeah.
But if you're swapping, then that doesn't matter.
So swapping, it'll still have that, and it'll still have the returning.
Correct.
Okay.
And I think you had something for me to do too, Raz.
Yeah, I am about to message you.
Okay.
Actually, no.
Just to make sure we're on the same page, Dakara, the only thing that I was planning on taking from K-Lig was the greater striking.
Correct.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure we didn't get our wires crossed on that.
On that last one, Zargan, I need to ask a separate question. Is if it were theoretically to be used with that spell, would the trait of that last metal type apply to the spell?
I don't know. I haven't read the spell.
Yeah, just whenever you get around to it.
Yep.
It's just basically you take a chunk of metal and it makes a bunch of needles that pierces people. And if it's using the right metal type, it affects their weaknesses. But if that metal has intrinsic properties to it, like that last one, would that also apply to the spell? I don't know.
Off the top of my head, I would say most likely. But until I read it, I can't answer that for sure.
And I'm pretty sure they probably wouldn't have that last one anyway, because I feel like that's an exceedingly rare thing.
Why don't you roll me a society? Oh, hold on a second. Let me look at everything you're asking for here. Yes, yes. Roll me society for the last two.
Okay. Adamantine and Abyssium.
And actually, roll me for the Mithril too.
Okay.
Silver for sure. They have.
Right. So the Abyssium reroll. Here it is.
Zakar, are you just gonna strip K-Lig? Or are you gonna swap?
And then here's the Mithril.
I was going to
Or
just
the other
strip it and put the +1 on a dagger.
Okay. I was just curious.
So 32, 30, and 33, with Abyssium being the second one.
Correct, with the Bishop being the 30.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll inquire with them while we're here. It's probably one of the few times Raz will actually be with the group during these, 3-week span.
Well, you hang out with them, the group, some in the evenings and stuff. I mean, I'm assuming everyone gets together and discussing what to sell and so forth.
Yeah, sure.
Mithril, yeah, they have some. Adamantine, they can get some. Abyssium, no.
Yeah, I figured. That one sounded like a long shot.
I mean, if you were friendly with them or some kind of connection with them, a 30 would probably be enough. But since you're a gnome and they don't know you from a gnome in the ground,
That's all right. They can tell themselves whatever they need to convince themselves that they can't get it.
yeah. The adamantine they can get, but they don't have it on hand.
Right. The Mithril,
They can have it shipped in.
We might have some of our own Mithril here.
Mithril, they have some. Well, they have a little bit on hand that they brought with us, but they can get more.
What about the cold iron?
They can make that. Same with the silver.
I assume, because the spell doesn't say how much specifically, I assume a light amount. Or light.
I'll read the spell and come up with some numbers, and I'll bounce them off you, see if they sound reasonable to you.
Okay.
But I mean, if it doesn't consume them, then it doesn't matter as much.
It doesn't consume it. It breaks it apart into needles, throws them, and then when the spell's done, they come back and take their form back.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's just a cantrip. Cantrip.
Gotcha. Yeah. So basically, you wanted to buy some metal from them, not anything to do with runes.
Yeah, nothing to do with runes.
All right.
Just raw material. Doesn't even have to be like properly shaped or inketized.
I got you. So what are you guys doing? Let's see. Khaled looks like Khaled's getting stripped.
Yeah.
Am I incorrect?
If I enjoyed the company of the dwarf who was doing it, I would say, I'm in love with a stripper.
Okay, Fable.
So yeah, Khaled's gonna be a mithril bastard sword when you're done with it.
Were we planning on melting that down for raw material?
I don't know, one of you nerdy crafting folks said you might want it, so...
We can probably make more magic items or stuff out of it later.
And I'll need a small chunk of that.
Or-
mithril to save some coin on my end.
If only you knew someone who had blacksmithing skill.
Vanguard Mark II. Oh, Paladin, you're a dwarf. You know blacksmithing?
Hey, could you stay with these dwarves and make sure they're doing it right, please? Thanks.
Just keep an eye on them dwarf to dwarf.
I'm a shepherd. Alice, you have blacksmithing, right?
Yeah.
Any chance we can get you to melt down this sword? Because I don't think bastard sword's in anyone's repertoire. But the mithril surely can be useful.
Sure.
Wow, it was like a 5-pound sword, but I only got a half a pound of mithril out of it. Interesting.
Yeah, there are a lot of impurities.
Yeah, exactly.
Queen Vanguard's got
Yoy.
a mithril necklace, I see, engraved right in him.
Does this
Odd piece
zombie
on the
have
new gang.
adamantine bones?
All right, what about the chain shirt?
I think we're still
Able-
holding on to that just for shenanigans.
Well, no, I mean, if you guys were selling it, melting it down, someone's
it-
taking it.
I think we're deciding between me or Zakara.
Fight to
work
the
it out.
death. Fight to the death. I mean, I know who I think it should go to, but I don't have a vote.
Noxious
know.
dead. Let it go, Zarg.
No!
No,
Sag
we'll,
can't fit in it. He's too big.
I figured we'll chat about it offline. We don't need to take up time. Because I know we could both use it and both have an interest in it. We could work something out.
Fight to the
Sounds
death
good.
over it.
Like I'm trained in all armors, but they will never stack up to my unarmed defense.
I wonder if that's an intended feature.
That is not true, Kruger. There's some high-ass, powerful plate armor in Treasure Vault
We'll have to see what happens.
that have like
But-
special
but-
powers and stuff. Or not powers, but like abilities. They're pretty crooked.
Yeah, but also only being trained in that armor, whereas
Oh, I know.
at like high levels, I will eventually become legendary in unarmored defense.
Question, because he's not using like a full-on shield. He could use a buckler though, right?
Who?
Kruga on his arm. Just a raised shield or something as a useless third action.
I use all of my actions all the times.
Okay.
Anyone
figure out
can equip a shield and raise it. Not everyone can block with the shield, though. Shield block is a feat you have to have. Anyone can pick a shield up and use it for AC, but not everyone can block.
Just wonder if Kruger could also cast shield on his third action.
If
Yeah,
he had
just call
shield,
it
yes.
Old Glizzic in front of me.
All right, so it's time for the candle of truth, right?
20 questions.
In a very small room.
Galgrim, would you kiss Glizzic if you were drunk enough?
He hops up and kisses him. What? Oh, hypothetical question. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh shit, I owe Kruger 50 gold.
All right, if that's all we have here, I think that'll be the end of week 2. Going once. Going twice. Sold to Galgrim for 400 platinum. He did not object.
Unfortunately, the guy who owes the money is dead.
All right. Week 3. And welcome to week 3. I still don't have anything listed for Kruger because he must not be doing anything.
Yeah, we can ignore the second half of my week 3 since we just did it, obviously.
What is week 3 for you, Kruger? I mean, since you didn't put nothing in week by week.
So the what is it? The C ward? That's where like the docks and shit typically are.
Seaward,
That's,
yes.
That's similarly ravaged to the rest of the town.
Oh yeah, that's probably worse. That's probably the worst section of town because a lot of that was burned. Because undead don't need boats to lit them all on fire. If the boats couldn't get off, out to sea, they were burned.
I guess it's going to be a combination of trying to get leads on Kane and also seeing if there's like a local orc tribe.
There is not.
Okay, I didn't think so. Okay, trying to get leads on Kane and also doing the undead fighting, I guess. Can I do both?
Week
or-
3 there is no undead fighting in week 3.
Oh, okay. In that case, yeah. Like, I'll spend it trying to get leads on Kane. I'll be...
I didn't know if you wanted to go do some of your retraining.
I would have to go find a monk, which I think the closest one is Guy, isn't it?
He is.
Yeah.
That's only, half a day by airship? If that.
I'll spend another week here. Mostly because I don't know in what order like the enchanting and stuff's gonna get done, and I need to make sure I have my stuff before I leave.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll work getting leads Kanes. Like I'm gonna try and find any sailors who survived. I'll ask around the castle ward since we haven't really been here before, see if we know anything about it. Basically all the stuff that I wrote in there about that particular thing. And if also time allows, look into the fighting ring and see how that's going.
Okay. All right, Galgrim, are you here?
According to his camera, he is not.
Cause I didn't think he said. Oh no, he did say be right back. Okay. Glizzik, you are retraining Widen Spell to Conceal Spell, correct?
That is correct, so I can subtly cast stuff without being seen or heard.
That'll help with those charm spells.
Yep. And then the fireball erupts from the goblin for some reason.
All
I
right.
really like having Subtle Spell on Ogren. Just because, like, I mean, it fits, like, thematically, because people are like, who the fuck did that? And they never expected the
A dwarf?
sitting around swinging around a warhammer full blade.
Raz, you are retraining Empathetic Plea to get more magic.
Empathetic plea to
I knew
first
you
roll.
were shaman.
Yep. Valis, you're still doing your shit that I need to figure out and speak with you about.
Oh, I just remembered one thing too, Zargan. I don't know
Yeah.
if this matters for when you're putting it on my sheet or whatever, but they're considered arcane spells, not primal, because of Wellspring Gnome.
Correct. They will be whatever your original thing is.
Okay.
Because you can't change your school type.
Can't change your stripes, tiger.
That's right. And
Wellspring Gnome,
Zakara,
that's what I'm stuck with.
are you moving those runes yourself, Zakara, or are you having the dwarves do it?
That was when I wasn't sure what we were gonna do for the runes, so I'm having the dwarves do mine.
Remember, if they fail, you can break their little legs.
When you pay, they don't usually fail. All right. And so you want to start crafting some snap leaves, correct?
Correct.
All right. Okay, I didn't put them into items yet. Because you people drove me crazy in the last day and a half, leveling you and adding all the stuff to it.
You people.
That's right, you
I tried to
people.
level myself, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, we were trying to help you out.
Gobbers.
You guys all had to have new stuff, new all kinds of shit. Alright. So you have it. I believe you build those in batches of 4. Unless there's something that says otherwise for that.
Yep, batches of 4 for consumables.
Yep. And I'll get with you. Well, actually, I can get with you right now, baby. Pull this up. So those were what, level 3, right?
Yeah. So
So it's a little
We're-
lower
we're
than
s-
you. It's a consumable item. Your base time is 2 days. 2 days for your setup.
wait,
I know I need to pull this up.
it is
It's 1 day for your setup. Because of your
And-
feet.
if I try to rush it.
Well, rushing is the second part.
No, you can rush the first part and the last part.
And yeah, I'm skimming through this. Yep, you're right.
It increases the DC by 5.
Yeah, but I don't
Wait.
think you reduce it to less than one day.
You can.
There went Galgrim.
Right.
Ah, yes. If you're doing a consumable, you can go down to 0 or less. If you're doing a permanent, you cannot.
You actually can, but
Well, no. Let me see.
Well,
if you're crafting consumable.
because I took the feet for it.
Well, I'm just looking at the base. Alright, so you can't go to 0 days, you can go to 4 hours. So if you rush them, let me make some notes here.
And we can always do it later if that's easier.
I'd rather keep this stuff week by week because we're on week 3. I'm not gonna have you make rules. I just want to make sure you want to rush or whatever.
Yeah. So my setup time would actually be
2 hours.
2 hours.
Yep, I'm looking through that now. Okay. And then you can rush the finish part of it. And it doesn't do anything to your check. You just have a DC flat,
Yes.
which would be 10 plus the items, so 13 minus what's your proficiency bonus for crafting? Not your total bonus, your proficiency bonus. Should be like, I don't know.
Plus 17.
Yeah, should be the one to the left, on the left, yeah. So your DC your flat check would be, what? 2? No, there's a minimum on that. Are you still here, Raz?
Yes.
What did we decide on that, on minimum on the flat check? You
For
can't go,
what now?
when you finish the item on the new crafting rules,
I don't
Her-
think there's a minimum.
I don't think we had a minimum because mine was like -1.
yeah, but still a flat check has to be at least like a 2 or something, so you can still fail.
Well, I mean, if you get a 1, you fail. Because
Yeah.
That's
You got a
Maybe that's what
one,
I'm thinking of, because that's an auto fail.
because that happened with the Tanglefoot.
Correct.
I rolled a natural 1, and it was still a success. So if
But-
you fail, which is the item still works perfectly, but has
Correct.
more.
So she rushes the final. All right. I'll figure this out. Figure out the price and how long it takes you. But it looks like it's going to be pretty damn quick. You might be able to do like 2, maybe even three batches in a week if you wanted to.
This is week 3, right?
This is week 3, yes.
Yep.
Oh, can I get a broker too? Whenever there's a break for that.
Yes, brokers are available.
Okay, so since it'll probably definitely take less than a week, I will also start the knapsack.
So you want to do 1 batch of snap leaves and then start the knapsack?
I'll do 2 batches.
Now, question, because I talked with Blizzard about some of this stuff. Being how these snap leaves are going to be for the party, is the party paying for them, or are you paying for them?
If we're making something that everybody's getting 1 of them, is it something where we want to pay some of it out of the party fund and everybody contributes?
I mean,
Or
we
is
don't
it a
have a
thing
party
that-
fund as is.
Well, you have 40 gold
Just
in
party.
the party loot at the moment. Plus, you have those vouchers. Vouchers can be used for crafting because you basically buy materials with them.
I mean, how much is it to craft like them?
Their
Sure.
base price is 4.5 gold each.
And you would make 8 at base, I'm assuming.
She makes 4 per batch.
Well, you'd make 8 in order to cover everyone in the party.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be, because of the way it works out, it would be slightly more, but not that much. I also have
Well, keep in mind that platinum piece that's sitting there is worth 10 gold. Too,
Correct. Correct.
So
And I'm
that's
not just
basically-
not to cut you off there, Naughty. This
No,
is not just for Zakara crafting. If Glizzy makes potions for everybody, Glizzy shouldn't have to pay for that if everyone's getting them.
if you guys want them, or if
Well,
getting
if-
stuff that's permanent from Raz, it should be the same deal.
Correct, but if half the party wants them, or 4 people in the party want them, the other 2 tough shit where you don't have to take it, but you're still paying your share.
And I just think like those things need to be a discussion with the group as opposed to, hey, I'm doing this, and then now I expect you guys to pony up money.
That's why
Like
I
it's
always
something we
ask-
should know beforehand.
That's why I
That-
asked if
that-
Trigger and Kara wanted me to do like mutagens for them. So I told them I'd do it, but they'd have to, split up the cost. Once I didn't have the money for it, and
Correct.
gave them something to.
But I'm fine with. I think the leaf things are good. I know that myself and Galgrim have the ability to fly at this point, but it's probably still good to have that just in case that's on cooldown.
The new pet I just got is a large-sized flying animal. So
I don't think anyone knows about that.
we haven't technically introduced it yet, but that also has flight capabilities for the 2 smaller guys.
No one's told anyone about what they've leveled or dedications and stuff they've picked up.
I figured that was after downtime, so.
No, it's kind of right. It's right before because I don't want to have to adjust skills for downtime.
At some point in time, y'all see me with a new, very large bird.
It's probably bigger than him.
he just found it.
Barony is also still around. I have both of them.
So it's an
Uh,
ostrich.
No, it
it's
can
a
fly.
flying bird. It's an eagle.
Here's a new
No.
bro.
It's an
So
eagle.
Fable.
Mm.
I heard he had sex with an ostrich. A sick one.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
By the
Sorry,
way,
somebody gets
Galgrim,
love
if you
hate.
want people to be able to fly that, it'll need a
We need to
saddle
buy
and
a
such.
saddle. I know.
And by the way, you could fly it as well.
Yeah,
Fly
I know.
on it.
So, speaking of, I need to go buy a saddle. During downtown Sargon.
Well, before we
You
get
just sold some
distracted, regardless of those things, I still think the leaves, the little pin things, talismans, are a good thing to have, and we should pay for it out of the party fund, and then whatever, like, if it requires more, then we can throw money into it.
I also have magical components I could use for it.
Correct.
Because those, they don't have any special abilities or anything. They just count for a certain number of.
For money.
So.
No, I just brought that up tonight because I know I talked with Glitzig about it and stuff. That you guys are getting into levels of stuff where shit's expensive. People would like to have them, but you don't really have the free cash. You know, Glitzig should be spending 500 gold to make a potion for everyone in the group on the thing that, well, I might want to buy it off you. I might not. You know. And that would apply with Raz with his shit and Zakara and Valis if he crafts stuff. Not for you, Kruger, because no one likes orcs.
That's fine. I won't make you guys anything. Fuck you.
Are brokers? Have they?
They are
appeared?
available for week 3. Because at the end of week 2, the town is, I won't say 100% clear of undead, but for the most part, people are out moving around. Businesses are starting to try to be repaired and start reopening.
Hey,
Have
look
we-
at this nice green shipment.
Have we seen any sign of Guillermo by chance, or heard anything?
No.
What do the cats have to say about Guillermo?
Oh yeah, they can talk. What?
The
Mr.
last-
Guillermo.
The last they saw him, he was running out of the chapter house. They don't call it that, of course. Carrying something that he was running with something under, like some blanket or something, running down the alley as the chapter house burned.
Like something the size of a black pearl?
Possibly.
or of a Nanul.
Possibly that too. But why would he save a snow creature?
Well, it's the house on fire. It makes sense.
Wouldn't the Knoll save himself? Sending, I think, is level 6, and I believe Valis can cast level 6 spells now.
Oh, I did want to ask the cats if they had seen Ferris.
In strange terms, they are like all vampires are the same to them.
No, this one was a cat.
You're a cat.
Yeah, no, we haven't seen him since he was in the basement.
Okay.
By the way, Raz, you and I need to talk about an issue I have with your character. If you're here. Haha, he's not here.
I heard you. I mean, we can talk. I'll forgive you.
Because I was thinking about this today. I think you're a level 2 low, sir.
I'm a level 2 low.
Yes,
After Amberjack.
exactly.
I mean, I'm not gonna say no to an extra one.
Well, now I actually thought of it. I thought of it yesterday when I was leveling up Sakara and Valis. I'm going, yeah, they did this and they got their big chunk of their story done, and oh fuck, Raz,
Well, I'm easy to overlook. I rely
you
on
are
it.
small.
Sure.
I figured it was because it had something to do with the elixir of rejuvenation. Like you're waiting for me
Yes,
to
but
fucking drink it or
yeah.
something.
But
second
no.
line wasn't over yet.
Well, I'm not saying this Valis's or Sakara's are over yet either. Just has got to a point where an award should be done. So I'll send you an IM probably tomorrow with some stuff for you to level up to 11.
Yeet.
You know,
But,
Kruger would get busy on his and that.
oh shit. I
Galgan
should've-
quit molesting animals. Well, what was that, Raz?
You start finding some scorpion venom then.
Where do
Hey,
you
what's
think
the
he's
car?
getting the venom?
Wait.
Hey, brokers are
Galgrim.
back.
That's not
Hey,
venom.
Hey, Galgrim.
Alright.
I need you to turn into a scorpion and let me milk you.
He
Whoa.
needs your venom.
Zugzag.
Whoa.
Timmy did it. Come on. That's
Whoa.
what druids do.
I'm serious. Do it.
Do it now.
Ink in my
Turn into
bucket.
a giant scorpion. I need specifically giant scorpion venom.
Should we get him drunk first?
Maybe buy him dinner.
Wow.
I've already fed him way more shit than necessary to
Bucks.
make an ass like this.
Careless whisper in the background.
There you go.
Come on, I've given you a bunch of random liquids over the course of the levels. You can at least.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
Oh god.
This is a semi-PG channel, sir.
You have a
Oh, I
technical
just.
jargon. In all seriousness, if he did turn into a giant scorpion, could I milk him for a sample of giant scorpion venom to reverse engineer?
Probably.
I'm dead serious.
Probably.
You heard the man. The
God.
odd voice in our
It
head
would
represents
not
the
be
body.
worth anything to sell.
Right.
Because I'm not
But
giving
that's
you
not-
guys unlimited fucking money.
Right.
But for that
want-
purpose, I would probably
I
allow it.
wanted to learn a formula so that I could then give scorpion venom and venomed weapons to everyone every day who wants them. Because if I'm getting a level 11, then I can pick a level 6 venom, not a level 1 one. Son of a bitch, that might change what I wanted to learn in my. Well, I get to upgrade it anyway. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, you get to change it at every level if you wanted to.
I mean, that to change other ones too.
So now that Galgrim's here, Galgrim, week 3, you wanted to do some scouting and talk to somebody. Is that still on the table?
Yeah.
All right, roll me a perception. Do you wish to hero point that?
No.
You locate him, and you think if you go up and present yourself, you could probably get an audience with him.
Wow, just presenting yourself to random people.
That's gross.
Okay. I mean, sure. I'll go do it.
All right, you go up, and of course you're stopped by guards, and they ask you, "What do you want? Why are you here?"
I seek audience with. I don't remember what his name was right now, but.
Wow.
Stungus Dingleberry.
Do you say that to him?
Biggest, thickest.
No.
With the
They
biggest,
look at you.
thickest.
Well, let's just give him a wild chance. Nope. And you are?
Galgrim Oakenbeck. I'm a local druid to the area, and was wanting to inquire about.
Inquire about?
Was wanting to, seek an audience with the, Dwarven King, since he is a well-known figure to our, kind.
They ask you to wait here. The one guard goes back. A couple minutes later, comes back. King Stormbreaker will see you. and he escorts you, into the. It's pretty much a large tent and stuff that they have set up outside of town for him. You go in there and he's there in all his glory, wearing his full plate +5 and all that shit. And they introduce you, Galgrim Oakenback. The king kind of looks down at you. Ah, yes, Galgrim. How may I help you? I hear you are a druid.
Pam.
That is quite interesting.
I'm honestly not 100% sure. I just wanted to come meet you because you seemed like a fairly influential figure, and since I'm one of the few local dwarves in the area, wanted to come see if I could be of assistance.
So you're not from Krakencore?
If I remember right, when I went back to town, there wasn't anything that was like, wanted criminal, that type of stuff, right?
There was not.
Okay. I was born in Krakencore and lived there for a short while, but I have since moved on.
Interesting.
I'm not gonna lie to the fucking level 20 character. He's probably fucking reading me like a book.
Interesting, though. I don't remember any Oakenbacks in my kingdom.
Yes. My moniker changed when I became a druid.
You gave up your clan? Give me that clan dagger.
Sakar's like, here you go.
Why
Still
would
has
you?
my name emblazoned up.
Why would you give up your clan?
It was not willing. The drow attack, or the attack during the war a few years ago in the Mayans. There was an
Yes.
incident that involved the death of my sibling.
Many dwarves were lost. Many dwarves were lost.
I can't hear you.
Still
sorry.
cut out.
Many dwarves were lost.
Yes, and so my, family blamed me for his death as I was the older sibling and wasn't able to protect him. And so I fled and was unsure the result. So I changed my name for potential safety, personal protection.
Interesting. So what is your true name?
I guess that question follows up if there is a bounty or something on my head, I would like to discuss that with you before you drag me back kicking and screaming.
Is that what you say to him?
Or
is that to me?
I'll straight up say that to him. I'll be like, if there is some sort of something going on where I need to be drugged back for whatever reason because of the incident, I would like to discuss it with you first before you just.
Well, if that is the case, I do not see why you would need to be taken back when I am here.
Fair.
It's about to get publicly executed.
I am.
So what you're saying is I may not be able to learn spells from you very, very soon.
Hold on. I gotta actually go look at my fucking name because I forgot it. Grimzak.
Those kind of names too.
that is the name I
Grim-
have not heard in many.
Grimzak is my clan name, and I pull out my clan dagger and show it to him.
What? Grim Stack?
You're pulling a
Grim-
knife on the king.
Grimzak.
Spell it.
Grimzak.
He can't spell Galgrim. Don't make him spell his last name.
Galgrim, Grim
I mean,
Stack,
he's not wrong.
My first name's not Galgrim either, so
What's your first name?
that's
Candle of Truth. Candle of Truth.
It's like tons of candy.
Sure. Now I roll the fucking natural 20. Grimzak. Ah, yes. I'm familiar with that clan.
it doesn't surprise me. My father is somewhat influential in the mining guilds.
That's why I thought it was mining.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember for sure, and I don't feel like digging it
that
up.
was part of the reason for me being the black sheep was because I was all into nature and shit. And when
Yep.
I started working at the apothecary, and my dad was like this.
How dare you
hardcore,
not? Why isn't your ass
Yeah.
in the mines?
Yeah.
Ah, yes, they run some of our more lucrative mines. What is your father's name? If you don't have one, just make it up.
I have it in my backstory. Lofrin. Orphan. Lorfon.
Because I was about to say Earth and introduce you to a world of hell.
Ah. Now I need to look something up real quick.
God, this is the most Galgrim backstory we've ever got.
And
I'm
we're
not
not
excited
there.
about this.
None of you are here to witness it.
But
Yeah.
be able to
Episode
answer the
name is-
questions.
Galgrim Exposed for the episode name, yes?
Ah. So your father's
Galgrim
lore fun.
exposes himself to the game.
That would mean your name is Taladan.
Yes.
I have heard that name before.
That's not good.
I have heard that dude before.
So should I
A
just cut-
cheat
so I should-
sword.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't have a sword. He has an axe. A good
Say
dwarven weapon.
Taladin or Taladan?
I did tell you I
Taladan.
wanted to activate the wand before I came in here, right?
Nope.
Naughty, not when I, or Valis, not when I just take a drink. Oh my god, I almost spit.
I have
fucking
heard your
scotch
name.
everywhere.
I have heard a few unkind words about you.
Doesn't surprise me. My father and I didn't get along very well. Hence the leaving and changing my name.
I understand. I do not agree with your changing of your name and forsaking your clan. But
My clan kind of forsook me.
perhaps, but I think maybe more of your family forsake you, but not your clan.
I didn't stick around long enough to find out, so...
Exactly. I don't know the exact details, but I believe there was an inquiry with your clan, and your clan found something like not enough evidence or no evidence of your fault or nothing. Your father was not happy, but, you know, none of us are always happy.
Yeah, well, that's good.
You should come back. I think your clan would welcome you back. With your skills, I mean, I will say it's a little weird, a little odd, all this leafy shit. But a druid's skills could come quite in handy.
Well, the leafy stuff is to thank to Mr. Casmond.
Do not know that person.
No, he was the apothecary. Right
Ah.
before I left.
Quick, write that down. Write that down. How do you
Oh,
spell
dude,
that?
I'm writing down so much. In this.
There's been very few Galgrim questions, so
Yeah, when this episode comes out on YouTube, I'll be all over it, guys. No worries.
How do you spell that apothecary dude's name?
Kazmuk.
What? Kazmuk?
Kazmuk. I said it wrong. It's Kazmuk.
Ah, the M was silent. I got
Oh my god, his name backward is Cumsack.
it. Nice. Cumsack Grimsack?
God damn it, Fable.
That's
You
You know what? You know what, Mystic?
I thought it was K-A-Z-M-U-K.
Screw you, Mystic, 'cause you fuckers do that shit to my names all the time. It is Kumzak. Nice.
It is.
We know what you were thinking of when you made up all these names.
Yeah, totally. That's totally what the random generator totally was thinking of.
Yep.
No one is immune to the Mercer effect when it comes to names.
Pervon, Pedabear.
Well, I think you would be handy back home if you decide to return one day.
No, I definitely, knowing that my clan is cleared and my name, is beneficial, and I will definitely put that into my things to do. For now, I'm duty bound to some
An orc.
cleaning things up here. Huh?
Duty bound to an orc.
I never swore fealty to him.
I believe
I
you
said
agreed.
I said I would help him and be a part of his council, but I never swore fealty to him.
Wow.
Like everybody else did.
Candle of truth. Candle of truth.
Hey, don't everybody else be on the.
I'll
Thank
enter
you
you
for
into
that.
death,
And
don't
if
worry.
you happen to run into some of them,
Tell them,
let
go
them,
fuck yourself.
let them know that I'm alive. It would be appreciated. Obviously, you have many things to do, and don't go out of your way, but
Understand. So are you here on your own, or are you with others?
I am assisting the group that took down the head vampire in the town.
Yes. I wondered if you were, because your cape bears their colors.
Yes, it does.
So you are allied with an orc. A goblin.
Begrudgingly. I tried to kill the goblin once.
Ha!
You couldn't kill a goblin?
Ha!
Got
The other-
like 6
the other-
charisma's coming through right now.
The other 4 of the group stopped me while he was on his deathbed, along with the city guard.
In fairness, it was mostly the city guard.
Kruger stopped the bear.
Well, I
He
will
is also
say...
an adventurer, so he is much
Fable
tougher than
chat.
an average goblin.
I will say you're a druid. They're not known for their physical prowess. But I do hear that goblin with his strange blue skin is a pretty good spell slinger.
He is that, and yeah.
It's like you've been heard of by a king of another kingdom.
Damn, Skippy. I told you I'm a god.
Behold!
And if I hear right, there is an Amarin in your group?
That means catfolk.
Yes, there is.
Interesting. They wouldn't be anybody any chance from that town up in the gray forest, would they? Jatham, I think it's called.
You're giving them everything.
I honestly couldn't tell you, because I don't pay that much attention to them. What they're doing.
Wow.
And you know what's funny is he can roll deception all he wants to, and that's the fucking truth.
He doesn't even know her real name, I don't think yet, does he?
No.
It's
More
Zazoik
valid.
Zequel or whatever the name is you guys made up for.
It's Dameron.
Interesting.
Like I said, they are acquaintances that I was spending time with to essentially help keep
Well,
myself stable.
I would say they're more than acquaintances if together you are able to defeat the undead leader Balthamel. You must work well together.
We're only acquaintances. A week later, the Duke's like, check out this group. We're putting them up in their own kingdom. Give them their house.
Right. Yeah, accomplices.
You haven't been proven alleged accomplices.
Allegedly.
Just wait till the war crimes start. I mean,
Well, now that Valis is back, I'm waiting.
yeah.
All right, as you're talking, the dwarf comes in, like whispers in the king's ear. Goes, I must excuse myself. I have pressing business to attend to.
Why, of course.
You kind of bow a little bit and you head out. Hope you guys took some notes. New questions next week.
I need
There's gonna
cliff notes
be,
from people who took notes.
like 10 new questions on Galgrim.
Probably.
Hey, I told you guys I had a fucking 2-page backstory.
Ooh, 2 pages.
3-page,
Well,
3-page backstory.
now you have to write more.
Wait,
Yeah.
how do you spell your father's name?
Lorfon.
The answer is badly.
Hey, with another 8 pages, you might get close to mine.
Yeah, I did the 11-page backstory for Vampire, and I'm good.
No, you didn't. You only did like 5.5 pages. Someone else did the rest.
Hey, there was 3 of us working on the same backstory.
True, that's true, because you guys were freaking all siblings.
All
The
siblings.
triplets.
Yeah. We submitted one backstory for 3
So
characters. It was great.
there was one backstory shared between 3 characters, but you didn't do a third of the work.
That's what I heard. All right, folks. I think we're gonna stop it here. For those of you who wanted broker stuff, send that to me in Discord for week 3. And go ahead.
Can Aeon stones be crafted?
Ion stones, if you find the formulas, yes.
If in fact, I think Raz still has one stuck in his chest.
He
That's
does.
a dead stone.
He does. Basically,
It's dull gray, though, so it literally doesn't do it.
Yeah, it's spent, but hey, it's a starting point.
basically anything in Pathfinder 2e can be crafted if you can find the recipe formula. Now, some things you will never find the formula, like some of the artifacts and stuff, but anything could be crafted.
Like an elixir of rejuvenation.
That is not an artifact. That's just a level 20 item.
Crunching ribbon.
That requires a hell of a caveat to make.
Entropy
Yeah.
gas.
I'm pretty sure it's not a formula you can pick up since it requires Philosopher's Stone to create it.
You can still get the formula. Doesn't mean it didn't say you can make it. I said you get the formula. It's just another
requires
material.
That crafting material.
Exactly. Well, it's like some of the high level items require, like, was it orichalcum? Well, good luck getting that. You still need to get it,
Yeah.
but mithril, adamantine.
The entire monstrosity in a bottle chain.
Yeah,
I can summon a T-Rex to come out and do something cool, but
once.
the crafting requirement requires the corpse of a T-Rex.
Yeah, but once you summon one, it's forever. It's you always have the material for it then. But it's the first one.
I don't think so, because it sounds like it summons like an effigy of a T-Rex, not
Yeah,
a literal
I know.
breed of T-Rex.
Well, if you get Galgrim to go dino shape and then you kill him, you'd have a corpse of a Galgrim.
Can he summon T-Rexes?
He can turn into one.
Actually, if I'd taken the correct spell, I could summon it, but...
Summon creatures don't leave bodies.
What
He
the
asked-
fuck?
he
These
asked
bottled
if I-
monstrosities.
He asked if I
These
could
bottled
summon, not
monstrosities
if
are fun.
Oh, I know.
I could summon, not if it would work.
Oh, I know.
We can just take the boat over to the island of the dead or whatever and find more dinos for you. It's
You
fine.
could. Be a
Your
much
boat over
quicker
there.
trip with the airboat.
Okay.
Oh, speaking
I'd
of,
like to spend some kingdom turns to import some dino carcasses.
just so you guys know, couple things. The airship is changing. I have a different picture for it, which is pretty much the same picture, but a little bit different. And how it works is going to change a little bit. I don't like the idea of Raz the pilot sitting on the open deck piloting it. That seems kind of off.
So you're saying that our airship is going through some changes. It's reached
Yep.
a certain age.
Exactly.
The new age.
Just wait till I
Where did
start
this
adding
hair all
armor
come
for my
from?
fighting.
Just so you guys
Don't go in the
know,
arcade.
there's an Aeon stone where if you get it and it's only 230 gold, You can cast Comprehend Languages as an innate spell once per day.
There's a bunch of ion stones in the
Yeah.
book, and then I have like another list of like 40 of them. Not from Pathfinder, but they'll still work.
How do we get access to that list?
You don't.
That's not helpful.
How the hell would you, anyways? You can't even craft a breakfast sandwich, Kruger.
I ain't trying to craft shit. I'm trying to send a broker out to find one for me.
Those will be for like rare crafting recipes you find and or items. But once you find one, you know, if you let Raz take it apart or someone.
You mean like possibly some of these Medzerian scrolls I have to decipher?
Yep. I'm surprised you didn't do that shit first.
I wanted to, but there's some retraining, and I needed to get the snake, and there goes the month of downtime. So, by the way, I wouldn't mind more downtime, guys.
That'll
my
be.
month is already spent because week 4 is retraining too.
Were you serious when you said you needed 10 weeks?
He gave me 9 weeks worth of shit.
And anything else is just, you know, if we get there, we get there.
I have an amount of time worth of shit.
Ishi, do you want me to make you a bunch of cheap little 1d8 healing undead potions?
Not yet.
I have the formula, and they're relatively cheap.
If Valis does turn into a lich, he will need those to heal.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
what I said,
figuring
not
for
yet.
no, but I was figuring for summons or whatever like that. If you bring something up to fight alongside us or something.
Aren't you high enough level to become a lich now, Valis?
I am. I just wanted the stuff I listed done first.
Okay.
I didn't want to fuck up my train of thought.
I got you.
Gotta start the industrialization process.
Yeah, no.
Which is 12.
Lich is 12. Is it 12 or I know it's 6 level spells.
I think it's. I don't know.
It might be 12 because because he has to take the dedication.
Yeah, it's like a whole archetype, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, so he's
That's
at
just
level
means-
12.
Yeah, it's fine. You just need a little bit of time to get your infrastructure in place because being a lich is expensive. Have you seen how much everything costs these days?
Yeah, Lichflation really hit us hard.
I mean, I'm surprised no one wanted to be a vampire.
Oh, maybe we did. We just didn't want to be under Beltham.
I don't know. We'll see. All right, but nope. We are going to be done for the night. As of right now, we are playing next Friday. I don't believe there's any plans. Let me make sure. Let me check my list here. I don't have anything from anyone saying they're not available on the. Let's see. Today's the 18th, so that'd be the 25th. We will pick up with probably week 4. So if you guys wanted to do brokers in week 3, send me what you want, your list, and I'll see if it's available and or prices. By the way, Zakara, that item you wanted from the Thieves Guild isn't necessarily a Thief Guild only.
Yes, I was. Going
Item-wise, maybe, but formulas, other places may have the formula to make them.
I wasn't sure how it would be taken if I went and asked for a formula like that.
It's hard to say. But